Okay, so let's get started, everybody. As you're all in a tavern, okay, as you all enjoy a pint of ale with your newfound companions, you realize that none of you have properly introduced yourselves just yet, as you're sitting down at a table together. So why don't each of you describe your characters and what we all see? So I will start. Who I see on the list in Foundry. So Drogal, the
Mm.
Berserker. Tell us more about him.
So, Drogal Gold Tusk is a full orc berserker, about as tall as I am, 6'6". Just huge mountain of a guy. The standard sort of orcish green skin. And then he does have the standard tusks that come up from the underbite, but they are they are like capped with gold. Either it was a show of like a personal choice, or bad decisions with dental history. Unknown, but currently I think he is sitting. He's trying to straddle two stools, I think. And just has his what does he have? I think he has a axe, battle axe, not a great axe. Just has a battle axe like resting, blade side down, like against the table. And he's currently probably on his like third or fourth pint.
Okay. I imagine he has like a high, what's it called? Metabolism. So he needs more.
Yeah. It takes him a little bit. He's starting to feel maybe a little bit of a buzz.
A little bit. Oh, and also let's show his character art for everybody as you're describing him. Drogal. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, it's a big old mountain of a man.
Okay, and then next up we have the cheat, which is played by beginner. What's his name? What's their name? What do they be
His name
called?
is William, and he's an old human. He's coming back from retirement. He used to be an infamous thief back in the day. People know him by the kid, he was called, and now he's kind of really old and trying to get some power back to exact revenge on the people that betrayed him. And you see him bald, big beard, trying to pour some ale into his cup and failing. And when he fails a stuff, he always murmurs between his teeth, I try," and he's trying to pour his ale into the cup and failing at it.
As you see this old, how old is he? Just to give us a good idea.
Yeah, he's I don't know, between 60 and 70, probably. And he has some aversion against pirates because pirates were the ones that betrayed him and leave him by death for
Ooh.
death. So after that, he retired, and now he's trying to come back and gain some power to exact revenge before dying. That's as his last thing he will do on this life. He wants revenge. It has nothing
So-
else going on for him.
I mean, at 60 to 70 years old, yeah, so that is old for a human. So you guys see this old man struggling to drink across from you. And next, Meg, can you describe your character?
Yeah, so we have Dolly Twin Front. She is a 3'4" gnome shepherd, and she believes that there is no point in living life unless you're living for the finer things. So her hair is always done, her armor is always shining. She has like little lace on her armor where she can, and whenever she introduces herself with a twirl and then a little clap. So with a little, and I am Dolly, for emphasis. She's got like little flowers in her hair. She's got flowers on her, like on the breastplate. She lives for extravagance. Currently, I think she has 1 foot up on the table. in the midst of telling a story. You know, like her one arm with like ale in her hand, like up, sloshing probably all over the table. Another arm out as she's like yelling about this story. As people sort of look over, she sort of like sticks her tongue out at them, like tell them to like go away before she like turns her attention back to the table again. But yeah, bright pink hair. She's got like purple eyes, which she may or may not have commissioned like a mage or wizard to change for her, just so the aesthetic would all be complete. But yeah, Dolly is definitely one of the finer things in life.
Okay. Did you mention her race?
Yeah, she's a gnome.
No. Oh, so somehow she reached her little gnome leg up on the table.
She's like sat. Yeah, she's got one leg on the table, like from where she's sat. You know, like one leg on the table.
Oh, see, I pictured her like kind of like kneeling a bit on a stool, and her
yeah, she's
other
like
leg
one
is,
leg
like,
on the stool,
positioned
one
on
leg
a
on the
table.
table. Yeah. So you got it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
she's like one leg up, kind of like this, just like telling them a story.
Yeah. You got it.
Oh,
You got
okay.
it.
I imagine that she's just like smashing, like sitting at a booth, leg high up in the air, and she has to lean back super far, so you can't really see her body, but that leg is up. And that's what my mind went to. Anyway, so I thought you were like kind of like pretzeling yourself. Anyway, next, but finally, we have the Stormshifter, Elm. Tell us about him.
So, Elm is a construct. He kind of has this metal plating that almost makes his face look owl-like, especially with these large glass amber eyes that kind of stare out, despite this foliage that kind of pushes through the metal plating. And you can see at the fringes of the foliage, a little bit of oil is there near, dripping from there, and it's dripping into his little cup of ale. But he's not noticing. He kind of stirs it around a bit, as if it's adding something to it. He's of medium stature. Every now and then, as he stretches, you kind of see a little bit of a spark that's smothered out by the dew on the various vines on his arm. But he's kind of just enraptured by William as he's like pouring into the cup and trying to understand what that does to the drink. And he'll look down at his and begin swirling it.
Okay, and just a quick question just to confirm, you guys have never played Nimble before, right?
No.
Okay, so just because this is going to be like good feedback, so speak all your thoughts out loud, whatever you think about the mechanics. So hopefully it can be showed to, or we could take notes and like show it to the creator after this, because it's not finished yet. So this input will be really good, especially you guys have never played, but I think everybody has experience with D&D, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can make those comparisons, what you like, what you didn't like, what you loved, and stuff like that. And so this is our first time playing it. This is my first time running V2, and I have run V1. So just to say that at the top. Were you going to say something, Meg? I feel like I saw you raise your hand. No?
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so first things first. Can I get a perception check from everybody? So you gotta just, in Foundry, go ahead and roll a d20 and then add the modifier that you see on your character sheet.
This ought to be good. Yeah.
Hey, that's not bad. Oh god, who rolled a 4? There.
It's a 6
Meg!
total. It's a 6 total, okay?
Every system. Okay, so it looks like William, you rolled the highest, the cheat. After you guys have, you finish up chatting, you see the bartender head over to the notice board in the room, and he puts a nail in a new flyer.
Okay. I point to the group. If we are going to pick a show right now, there is a new one on the board. And keep trying to serve my ale into my cup.
Well, I can't exactly read it from here, so...
I would be happy to go get it. Please watch my drink, and kind of pushes that forward. And kind of
Can Elm even drink?
He mimics it. He pours it into the foliage every now and then. His voice box doesn't let liquid in, so
I think Dragal kind of curiously, like, reaches over, grabs the mug, and kind of sniffs it. Like the ale mixed with oil. Just kind of like gingerly, like looks around, takes a little sip.
I'm gonna need a deck save. No. Strength save. Okay, so Elm, you make your way over there, and upon taking a closer look at the flyer, it reads, "In need of those well trained with a weapon to exterminate exceedingly large vermin, speak with Glow Kindle at the Wizard's Tower Brewery. 100 gold pieces reward."
I will quickly kind of rip it off the board and like run over. Are any of you experienced with exterminating vermin? Kind of slide it over.
What kind of vermin are we talking?
Extremely large.
Birds of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
May I? And she'll like reach out for the flyer.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then she'll sort of like have a scan. 100 gold. 100 gold. And she'll sort of like show it.
I think a couple people's heads turn in the tavern.
Yeah.
For us, 100 gold for us because we have the flyer. So everyone back to what they were doing, please, and thank you. And then she'll like lower her voice a little bit. 100 gold.
You see, the old man William sees a couple pirates on the second level have peeked over and looked down.
Yeah, I'm wary of pirates, and say you should keep your voice down. And does it give more details about the shop beyond the pay? And
it just says to speak with Glow Kindle at the Wizard's Tower Brewery. Yep.
Okay, well, I suppose 100 gold is kind of a lot of money right now for all of us. So we should be going if we want to catch this one before anybody else.
I could be convinced to do some bar hopping.
Does anybody know how to get there?
Do I know the bars in town?
I don't believe so.
I think he's.
Can we roll something for it?
Yes, you can. You could. There's. You could talk to the bartender. Say, hey, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's. I go there. I cannot serve my drink for my life. So I go to the bartender and say, okay, you pour me one, and while you are at it, do you know where this place is?
She goes, hey, Willie. It's like a female half orc. Goes, hey, Willie. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a nail to the top of the shard, and
okay.
This place. How do you say the name was? I have trouble remembering names.
Is this you as the player or Willie?
Me as the player. Yeah. Both. Let's say both.
Okay. Wizard's Tower Brewery.
Wizards. Tower.
I put it in Founder too. You guys are in the chat.
Yeah, I asked for that place, the Wizard Tower Brewery. Can you point the place to me?
Yeah.
Please. And I slid an extra coin over the counter to pay for
Go
my
ahead and
drink.
give me
a little bit more.
Okay, give me an influence check, DC 10.
Okay. Influence.
And you could roll with advantage since you dropped a coin. You're trying to be persuasive.
Okay, so it's 2d20 anyway.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
12.
Not.
I mean, you got it. So
12 per 4, yeah, 16.
yeah. Okay, so she goes, yeah. Okay, Lily, I'll help you out. But you got to stop harassing all the pirates in here, okay?
I'll try.
She pours you the ale right to the top. She goes, "Okay, oh, that's it. It's a couple miles out of town, Willie. Just follow the dirt road. You'll pass right by it."
Okay, follow the dirt road, and I
Exactly.
trying to make a note in my hand so I don't forget. Like, follow the dirt road.
She sees your
couple
hand like
miles.
shaking as it's trying to write it down. I'll write it for you, Willie. Stop, please stop.
Okay.
And writes it on a note and hands it over to you.
Okay. I go back with that to my table and say, okay, we need to and try to read here. And I pass the paper to the next person sitting next to me. Yeah.
I grab the paper, look at it. I'm not 100% sure I can read it. I pass it to Dolly.
Why take it?
Okay, well. Oh. That's a couple miles. And she'll sort of like not slap like hard, but pat Dragal.
No, you
We
could
can- we
slap
can-
him. It probably would be like hitting a
Wouldn't do
wall.
much.
Yeah.
Well, we can certainly make it there. How about if you give me a ride? You know, if just a little. If you just give me a little carry on your shoulders.
He
just-
kind of sighs for a second and says, like,
I'm so tiny.
if I'm going to be taking a sobering hike, then I got to get a little more drunk first.
I could
And
do.
he just starts double fisting ales.
And then Dolly will
We're-
slide. Dolly will
say
slide
double
the paper over to Elm so you can take a look.
We are going to a brewery. You can get drunk there. Let's go.
Yeah, but I'm going to sober up on the walk, so...
That's one way to look at it. Okay.
Fair. Yeah.
So, do you guys make your way out?
Yeah, I would think Elm would like to use one of his beast shifts. And so you kind of see those plates kind of shift and the vines move about and he transforms into a horse.
Okay. Who's riding?
It's a
Who's
quite
riding the horse?
distance.
There's a horse at the tavern.
Yeah, do you transform in the tavern? What's going on?
He's
Yes,
never
and it
been to
kind
the
of
tavern
spooks him
before.
about a bit because his eyes shift to the side, so there's a lot of people all of a sudden. Kind of does kind of the screech that should be a whinny, but kind of comes out a little distorted.
It's a little metallic.
Get that horse out of here. What the hell is going on? You see a guy in the background.
And you can kind of see Elm bump between tables, kind of spilling drinks as he's trying to get his big horse body out the door.
Weird metallic horse.
It's less of a clip clop and more like a clang.
And so, you guys make your way out. And as you follow the directions you've been given, you know, trudging along, maybe a mile or two out of town along an old dirt road. Oh my god, I don't know why I can't speak. Winds its way up a low hill. As you near the top, a large stone building comes into view, flanked by a couple of barns, and by the door is a brightly painted sign that reads, "The Wizard's Tower Brewing Co. for the freshest pint in the realm." And you stand outside. Are you still a horse, my friend?
Elm would try to go through the door, but of course it's a little too small, so he would probably try to end his form.
I understand your struggle.
Yes, it was quite big and bulky. I don't know how horses enter most taverns. It must be a back
Usually they're
entrance.
left outside.
Oh. So it was a faux pas.
Ad hominem.
What? You guys make your way. You guys make your way in to this tavern, or you enter a building infused with the smell of hops and beer. It's extremely clean and well organized. A few humans and halflings are dressed in white shirts and tight black trousers, held up with green suspenders, wander about, checking on barrels and vats of bubbling liquid with no sense of urgency. They're all pretty relaxed. A fairly young-looking gnome who sports an impressive beard looks over to you all as you enter.
fellas, I can handle this one. Don't worry. And she'll sort of make her way to the front of the group. Yoo-hoo! Glade Glow Kindle! Is there a Glow Kindle here?
Yes. How may I help you? We're not currently running tours right now.
We
Would you
found
like
your
a-
flyer. We found your flyer. And she sort of like waves it. Yeah.
Ah! After a moment of confusion, you can see his face turn to a smile. Ah, all those weapons are quite lovely. You don't happen to be adventurers who saw my... Oh, you saw my job posting, right?
Yep. The flyer, yeah. The 100 gold.
Perfect. My
Your
name
prayers
is Glow...
have been answered.
Yes. I wonder if... Kind of gets up on his tippy toes. Just get a little taller than you. Okay. Perfect. Anyway, my name is Glow Kindle. Why don't you come and join me for a drink and I'll explain everything.
Another drink. Wow.
I'm starting to like
See?
this guy already.
I look at Drow and see, there is booze here. Too.
There's booze anywhere worth going.
I think Drogal is an alcoholic.
You know,
Maybe.
it runs in the family.
Whoa. We're gonna have to. Part 2 is the therapy session game.
The first step
Hey.
to realizing you have a problem.
So you continue your way to like a small bar set up in the corner of the brewery, where he offers you all a seat and he begins to pour drinks for each of you. You sit at the bar. He says, "This is our Tashalar Pale Ale. It's a nice hoppy summer ale. I hope you enjoy it." And he waits for you all to like sip it and see
Oh, God.
and watch your reaction.
It's gonna be like having us sample the IPAs and Dragal's just pounding them back without tasting them.
Elm kind of just shoves it against his voice box. You see it drip down. Delicious.
You can hear it splattering on the floor.
He says, "Hey, big fella, you must smell it first, okay? You get notes. You could smell the notes of summer and nutmeg."
Oh.
Dolly does the whole, where you swill it.
Yeah.
Then you get the scent, first.
Yeah.
There's a
Ooh,
lot
lit.
of there's an overture of different types of notes. What's at the undernotes here?
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg. Wow, that's expensive.
It is.
That's. Do you have? Tell me, rich clientele here?
Rich?
Rich, yes, in need of a perhaps I don't know, a pretty, fantastic, beautiful gnome wife.
Dragal just starts laughing
Maybe.
out loud.
I think you are in another quest right now.
Yeah.
That's side quest number 2. Let's
Yeah, that
let's
is the
focus
next.
on the-
That is the next side quest. As he looks at you, he goes,
Motivation, cuffing season.
Come in. So he goes, I'm not sure, ma'am, but I'll look into it. Yeah.
Just let them know that deeply religious as well. That's fantastic. That's fine. And then she just drains it.
It
If
might
there's
be a
no-
turn off for some, but now on to
Abstinence only.
business.
I think you should put a flyer for that one too.
Now on to business. I suppose I should start where this all began. We've been doing fairly well for ourselves, and we're looking to expand our operations. In order to do this, we first needed to expand our beer cellar. Okay, we had some workmen down there digging out some extra room when they uncovered an old wall. As far as we could tell, it may have been a remnant of some long-forgotten ruin. Curious, we knocked a hole in the wall only to be attacked by black rats the size of dogs. Okay, big dogs too, not poodles. I wish I had Echo right now to just hold her up and be like, "Not this." They all emerged from the darkness on the other side, and we all managed to escape, but with nothing worse than a few cuts and bruises, but the cellars are completely unusable. If we have any hope of getting production started again, we need the giant rat infestation dealt with. Okay? And that's where all of you come in. I'm not sure where the rats came from, but the brewery took its name from the old wizard's tower that used to be on this site, so it may be something to do with that. If you find out where they came from, take care of the infestation. Make sure we won't have any surprises like this in the future. I'd be willing to pay each of you an extra 25 gold pieces. What
Let me
say
tell you, sir, that
Yeah.
there is a lot of information that you left out of that flyer. So maybe once the brewery is going and you have that beer ready to go, you can give us some at discount prices. So my friend Rogal here can get his fix.
Okay, are you sure you're what's the oh my god, what's the thing that processes the alcohol? I forgot in your body.
Oh, liver?
Yeah. Yeah, are you sure your liver can take it, old man?
I think I don't even have a liver anymore, so yeah, I think I will be fine.
My liver's strong enough for the both of us. And he puts his giant hand on his shoulder.
Okay, well, I guess I can't thank you enough. Please follow me to the cellars.
As we're walking, Drogal just says a little louder than he probably should. If none of the employees have heard of the rat problem, he's just speaking to the party, as knowledgeable as he's ever seemed, seemingly imitating Dolly a little bit. Just the first thing about dealing with giant rats is you find the biggest rat, the one that makes all the rules, and you take it down.
That's right, Drogal. Exactly right.
He has a
I
very
think
proud look on his face.
I think you are talking about prison or no rats. Have you been there before?
Rats have been known to be in prisons.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So, he leads you down. He leads you to the hatch in the floor on the main brewing area. He lifts it up, and then you see him peer into the darkness below. And he says, well, good luck, everybody. And he's like holding the hatch and just like has his hand kind of motioning for you guys to make your way in.
I will, like, kind of gently take over for him, holding the hatch, like holding the door for the companions.
Yes.
Elm will start descending. Good luck to you too, and kind of start shimmying down the ladder.
Is anyone
I
on the
will.
light?
Is there some sort of torches or lamps or something out here that I could take before going down there?
It's completely dark down there. There's no torches down here.
No, we are inside. How are we able to see in this place with this guy?
Does anybody have any torches?
All that I was given on my inventory sheet is a bucket.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the gnome has any torches or lamps that we can take from him before going down.
Oh, okay. So if nobody has any, if you ask him, he'll give you one. He'll say, okay, I have this, we have one torch left, and it's already half used.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry about that, but here you go. Comes back, hands you one.
You have 100 gold to offer as a reward, and you don't have sources of light in your working place. This is.
Is it your job to question me or to take care of the problem?
I can do both.
Listen, I spend my money on things for the business. I don't need torches.
It's okay. I'll just cast the light cantrip, and then he wiggles his fingers together.
Okay. So let's see. This is what you guys see so far. If you guys are walking down into the beer cellar, let me put your token in here. Boop.
I guess we could figure out who can hold the torch.
Yeah, who's holding it? Who's walking forward?
I was gonna say, who has their hands free? Is a battle axe a one or two-handed weapon?
I believe
it's one.
Two.
I'll check. I'll find it.
Yeah.
Somewhere,
Okay.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's in here somewhere.
Okay.
Smile.
So you guys are down here. The wooden stairs creak as you descend into the cool, dry air of the cellar, which is infused with the smell of beer and damp fur. Somewhere in the darkness, you hear the scrabbling sound of claws on floorboards and a faint squeaking noise.
Well, maybe these rats can be reasoned with? So I will change into another rat, albeit a bit smaller. And I will start moving forward into the space.
What, you turned into a rat yourself?
Yeah, that's beast shift.
Okay, go ahead and
Where'd it go?
go ahead and move your token to where you think you would be moving, and then I will reveal what you see as you move forward. So you're moving forward, but you could still hear those skittering sounds.
I would see maybe they're hiding behind this barrel. I'll head over that way.
Oh wait, you don't have a light, do you?
No, I don't.
I'm trying to
It's
figure
very
out
dark.
who's holding it, I think.
So I think I'm bumping into things mostly.
Yeah,
I go down behind him like with the torch.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's difficult to make out the entire area at once. The floor is taken up by barrels and casks of beer, and the only clear area is towards the far side of the cellar, which has a dirt floor littered with stones and workmen's tools. But you're actually able to just make out the hole in the wall, mentioned by Glowkindle as well. Can I get a perception check from Elm and William? Ooh, I like how it knocked over his dice into a bit higher roll. Hey. Okay, so you spot all of the rats in the hole immediately as they appear on the screen. Now, because you spot them before they get attacked, you guys have a surprise round. Okay, so you can make your actions first before we officially go into initiative. Are you guys ready?
I think so.
Okay, so, this is where you can make your combat actions. This is where we're going to try out the dice and all that good stuff. And there's no, roll to hit. It's just rolling the damage of that weapon you're rolling. Okay? And so, what are you, so let me ask Elm first. What do you want to do?
I think he would waste a turn trying to communicate with them. He would be scared. These are very big rats. He didn't think they would be this big, and he's a very small, almost shrub little robot. But he would kind of try to squeak out like, "Listen, you just need to leave."
So it
My
sounds
friend's
like you're
here.
it sounds like you're trying to assess.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you need more information, you can use the action to make a skill check to uncover that information, or intuit enemy tactics plans, talk to them, try to convince them. So go ahead and what is it? Influence. And these are rats, and they got rat brains. So let's see if they'll listen to you.
I hope so.
The rats just hiss at you, and they are the size of poodles, not toy poodles, but like standard. They're huge rats, and you could see them hiss at you loudly, and they start to stalk towards you. Is that your only action? Because you got 3 actions. So you use one to assess.
Definitely. Diplomacy has broken down. I run back. And as my last action, I will end my beast shape. So I grow back to my normal form. Kind of shrink back behind William.
Okay, William, what would you like to do?
I will go right into business. We need to kill this thing. That's the job. So if they are unsuspecting, I will move there, and while they are distracting, listening to Elm or whatever, I will try to stab one.
You try to stab one of them? Okay.
Yeah.
Which one are you stabbing? Here, go ahead and ping the one you wanted.
Yeah, the first one there.
This one? This one here?
Yeah, that one there.
Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead and roll your damage. Yeah.
I want to know. So we have surprise. So these guys are distracted, something like that.
Yeah, because the light shone on them, and you could see them first before they kind of all turn to attack you. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm a vicious opportunist, so once per turn, when I hit a detracted target in melee, I can choose to change my primary die to the maximum value, making it a crit. So that's 6 damage, and as I'm
Cheat gets to
critting,
cheat a little.
Yeah.
Sheesh. And the first critical hit I make each turn deals an additional d6 damage for my sneak attack. So those are 2d6s. And when you make a critical hit, you reroll that die, right?
Yes.
So,
gosh.
So I will roll 2d6 plus 6.
Yeah, the
That's
cheat.
my damage.
It's kind of OP.
Okay.
11.
So that's 11 damage to that one.
Yeah, and it looks it's very bloodied. Like what are you using to like stab it?
A short sword. It's a short sword.
Yeah, you pretty much like you go in and you chop it up pretty bad, and it looks horrible. At least this first one in the front. Still up, but very, very bloodied.
Okay, so I move and I attack once. I will attack with disadvantage a second time.
Oh. Okay.
While I do this is, hey, what are you guys doing back there? These things are here. And that's 2, I think.
Yes, it takes 2 more, and it is. This one's pretty much down on the ground.
Because I didn't add my dexterity bonus to the attack, and that's I think a +2 more. So yeah, I will check that for the next one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if we add a +2 to even the lowest, that one gets killed like immediately.
Okay.
That one's dead as you just chop it up immediately, and it's gone.
Okay, and I stay there, telling the other members of the party, "Hey, what are you guys doing? I already started here. Like, come on, pick up your load of the work." Yeah.
No official initiative in this surprise round. Whoever wants to go next can go and attack.
I'm running for it.
Let's go,
Just
girl.
with a big Dolly's gonna sprint and not reach anything.
You can make it about you can make it about right here.
No, my movement's 25 because I'm a gnome.
Oh, even shorter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run. She's just gonna run and yell. Maybe scare him a little bit.
Run and yell.
I've got nothing ranged, so that's what I'm gonna do.
You can use multiple actions to move multiple times in one turn.
Oh yeah, I can. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So then I'll use the other movement to go another 25 foot, still yelling.
Just little legs running.
Ah! You know, just like a at this one. Yeah, I can make that one. Nice.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Get off the ruler. Thank you. Hang on. Yeah. And then for my last one, which would it be a disadvantage or no?
Nope. That's if you're attacking multiple times. That didn't count.
Gorgeous.
You move multiple times. Yeah.
I want to use Withering Touch, which is touching a target, and dealing 1d12 damage, and then they'd be considered undead until the end of my next turn. So where's my d12?
Ooh. Okay, go ahead and roll the d12.
I'll take it.
Okay, and it's considered undead now?
Until my next turn, yeah.
Okay, so it takes 6 damage. What the heck? My brain's trying to do the math. Oh, okay, got it. Okay. You hit that one pretty good, and it is dying for sure. But that was all your actions. So
that was all my actions.
Yeah. You moved it to mostly move a lot. Go ahead. Let's go. Drogal.
Mm-hmm.
Drogal.
So I'm gonna look up at the ceiling and see a bunch of the pipe work and stuff. I saw a cat. Oh, baby. I'm gonna see a bunch of the pipe work and stuff for the brewery. And Drogal, his first movement is gonna kind of like leap from the top of the steps and like monkey bars across the pipes.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go to here-ish. And then I am just going to like second movement and I guess attack. I'm going to just like drop down and try to whack that rat.
Oh, and yes, you can. You'll get that for sure.
Cool. All right, so I do.
Oh, the cat's in front of beginner screen. I was like, where did you see a cat?
Yeah, it's a kitty.
Hello, little kitty. Okay. Just 6?
Yep, that's all I. It's a D10 plus 2 for battle axe, I believe.
Okay. And this one's down. I think you like cut off its legs, but it's still like squirming around. And you can see its body still like breathing in and out and trying to scoot forward. Yeah,
The rodents of unusual size. They exist.
Okay, so everybody has gone. So now we're going to officially enter into initiative. So everybody roll a D20 for me. Add your initiative bonus as well. And just depending on your roll, it shows how many actions you will get. Oh my god. Oh. Dolly! Meg! I swear to God. It's in every game. It's every game. Okay. Meg, you get 1 action because of that. Drogal, you have your full 3 actions. The cheat, you get 2. And I believe Elm has 2 as well. Oh my god. Meg, it's not even funny anymore. Like,
yeah.
At least it's only for the first round, you know.
Yeah, and then they'll recharge back to your full 3, and then so you guys will go first, and then the enemies go, and then you guys go, enemies go. Yeah, so you guys can go in any order that you would like. Whoever's ready, go ahead and make your action.
You don't mind if I hop in?
Oh yeah, you go.
All right. The sentence that the statement that I love the most about these classes, I would like to fucking rage.
Let's go. Yeah.
Which means, nope, not a D8, D6. I'm gonna roll a D6, and I add this to all of my strength-based attacks.
Nice.
So I'm going to be.
Okay, so you add a +4 to all of them. Then is that how that works?
Splatting this rat with a D10 plus 6. Oh, buddy, you didn't have to go that hard.
Woo! But yeah, sheesh. That's just on this one? That one that was squirming around still with no legs?
He's just gonna finish it.
Yeah, that one's dead for sure. Like, I think you did a little bit more. I think you looks like...
I think I turned it to a paste.
Yeah, it does look like a paste or like ground beef, kind of.
Oh.
Like literally flat-sided the axe and just...
Yes. So that was your attack action. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah. I have 1 action left. Is this rat that's in front of Dolly close enough that I'd be able to hit it?
What are you hitting with?
The same axe. Yeah, disadvantage is fine.
Disadvantage is fine. If it can make it, it's like 8 feet in front of you.
Oh, that's true. Shoot. You know,
you could move.
I'm just well, that'll be my last action. Raging, I believe, is an action.
You can keep your action and save it to defend.
I'll get all 3 actions back at the end of my turn, though.
Yeah.
So I can.
At the end of your turn, or okay.
Yes.
It's at the end of your turn, not at the end of the round. Okay.
So I will just move a little bit closer to try to get in between, as much in between Dolly and ideally these 4 rats as possible.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So we got 2 of them. 2 of them are down. Who would like to go next? As I said, anybody can make any actions.
Elm would like to go next, so I'm going to zap this rat here. So the static fills the air a bit as I extend my hand, and
Whee! Nice.
So, oh wow, 14 damage to which one?
to this one here. The one oh it's not letting me
Oh,
indicate it.
yeah. The
Yeah.
one in front of us.
Yes, the one in front of them.
Okay,
If
yeah.
you hold
So
down
you,
left click, it'll ping.
Left click, okay.
yeah. So that one looks. That did horrible damage to it as it immediately gets fried to the ground, and you could just see that. You could tell that it's alive because like its tail is still twitching, but that's it, as it
Perfect.
has fallen to the ground.
No, that works well. That works okay. I'll bonk it with my mace then. Like to finish it off. Hang on. Where's my d10s? Never
Bonk.
mind. Oh wait, yes! Oh my god! Oh my god!
You didn't even need to do that much as you kind of bonk it, and that one is taken out as well.
And then she'll look back at Elm and do like a thumbs up at him.
Oh,
Hey, I mean,
so thumbs
you
up.
could roll again for fun. That was a crit.
Oh. There's nothing to hit though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to do more damage to that very dead rat,
No, it's dead. She doesn't need to go all bloodlusty. Yeah. Anybody else? There's people still have actions they can take.
Yeah, I will move.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
I will move a little bit more here.
Okay.
Use all my actions to move, get closer to the other rats. Yeah.
Okay. Action to move. Who has it? Dolly, you did one action.
Yep, that's my only action.
Is this the only thing you want to do?
It's the only thing I can do.
Okay, so now it's the rats' turns. Hee hee hee. What can I do with these bad boys? Rat. I think they're just gonna bite you. Are you ready? William. The one that you ran to, it runs up to you and he tries to bite. Okay, so I'm gonna roll for them, which is just 1d6 plus 2 as they go to bite you, and 4
Can I-
damage.
I
now.
will use defend. One of my actions
Okay.
to defend.
Yeah.
So my armor is 5, so I take 5 damage of that.
Wow, so it does nothing at all. I see it goes to like bite at you and it hits your armor and you're like, I don't feel anything at all. Great.
bro has 5 armor.
Yeah. Because he's a
Yeah,
cheat.
it's 3 from the 3 for the armor plus 2 dex. I think it's that.
Yeah, and also I'm rolling for all of them all at once. Okay, so I'm just gonna say they all like start to run towards all of you, and I'm gonna say they all do that 4 damage. So you guys can choose: do you defend or do you want to take it?
I'll take it. I got a
Definitely
choice.
defend.
Okay. So defending for Elm, what's his armor?
It's a cheap hide.
So what? How much is it though? What number?
So it just says cheap hide 3 plus dex armor. My dex is 2. So would that be 5?
Yeah, 5 as
Yep.
well. So okay, nothing happens to you. Does any? Okay, I know Dolly takes it.
I
Drogo?
took it.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I might as well defend, right? I got actions, so I only have 2 armor though.
Okay, so you'll take 2 damage.
I don't think I'm wearing any armor.
You got thick skin.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, how much do I take?
2.
Cool.
So you only take 2. So everybody else, it's your turn now, but you only have 2 actions, except for Dolly. You have all 3. So
I
back
have
to you
3.
guys. Back to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to razor wind the rat next to me.
Yeah, let's do it.
So 2d4. Or wait, never mind. 1d4. Sorry. For 2 points of damage.
Oh, okay. It's still very much up. The wind just kind of what is it? What was the move?
It's just razor wind. So just these gusts of wind kind of bellow out from his armor. So it kind of it contracts and expands to blow.
I think it pushes it into one of the barrels and it hits it pretty hard, but very much still up. Is there anything else you want to do?
I will look at this rat in front of Drogal and build up that static again, and I want to try to zap it.
Okay, so this one will be at disadvantage.
Mhm.
And I imagine he's talking about this one here.
Mhm. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why it doesn't want to ping. And then for rolling disadvantage, do I just roll it twice? Or is
Yeah,
there a
take the
button?
lower. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll it twice.
Not bad.
And the lower one is a 7.
Oh, sorry.
We'll go with that because it's just what. Wait a minute. Is it 2d8 for that roll?
Yes, yeah, the zap it deals 2d8 damage. But it has the chance if I fail, I get hit with that.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so I'm trying to understand if it. So you give it 10 damage
Yes, because that's
if we're rolling with disadvantage. Okay.
That's my second roll.
I wonder. I mean, that's a good amount of damage. I wonder if I'm understanding that incorrectly, and if someone can correct me at
think-
some point in the future.
The way that I understood it, I think, is when you're rolling with disadvantage, you roll one additional die and you take
Oh.
whichever. And for example, so you're rolling 2d8.
Yes.
I think you would roll 3d8 and take the two lowest.
Oh, okay.
Is
I
that-
can do that.
Yeah.
You knock
Okay.
off-
That's the way I
yeah.
understood it. I
You knock
believe.
off the highest one.
Yeah, I can quickly reroll.
We're learning. This is a learning
We're learning
experience.
it. Yeah.
Oh, so it does fail.
Oh,
Okay, so this one's still alive. Okay. Yes. So a 1 is a failure. It's a non-hit. So
So I believe I'll take 5 points of damage.
it comes back to hit you. I think it ricochets, boomerangs, comes back and hits you.
I'm sorry for saying that.
You still out of the foliage, begin to singe, but I am charged now.
Yes, you do have the charged feature. Okay, so whoever hasn't gone, let's go, baby.
I haven't gone yet.
Yeah, let's
but
do it.
I will move to a more advantageous place. I need to hit something that's next to an ally. So same thing again. Vicious opportunistic. So that's 6 damage from my first streamlined die. That's 2 decks plus the 2d6 that I need to roll.
Nice.
Oh, the 6
Okay.
crits.
Yeah, and the 6 explodes, so I need to roll
You can
another
roll
one.
the d6 again. Oh god, this one's dead.
Okay, that's
That's
19
a
damage.
Yeah, no, you completely you poof it out of existence. And
This character is way too powerful for a level 1 character.
oh no, it has been said that level 1 characters in Nimble are actually closer to level 2 characters in D&D. So you're a little more powerful than the
I
usual
mean, it was
characters.
definitely nice starting with 20 hit points instead of
Yeah.
single
3.
digit.
So the rats start seeing that all
Wait,
their
wait.
kin are getting killed, and they're gonna start to run away.
Can we have Margot?
Yeah, you can go, but you can
Oh,
see
okay,
that they're
cool.
starting to They're trying to
Just say,
scatter.
can I have done an opportunity attack as they were trying to leave?
You can. Opportunity attacks in this game are at disadvantage.
Oh, so they are. All right. Well, and monsters don't make them. That's good to know.
Yep.
Crazy.
Okay, Dolly, what you doing?
I am gonna Withering Touch this one.
Okay. Also, if you hover over the token and then you click T, it targets it, and then that will also help me know which one you're targeting. Oh
Nice.
snap!
10 on that one, and then for my second one, I'm gonna rebuke it because it's now undead. So I deal double damage against undead things. But it's a disadvantage, right? It's my second attack.
Wait. I think the one that you made undead is dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Sure.
bonked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I splatted it. Sorry.
Oh. Whoa. Okay.
I'm currently standing in
But
it.
this one. This one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Drogal is standing in it. That's gross.
Ew.
I've had
okay.
worse.
Then I'll hit this one with my hammer. I don't
I've
want
stood in worse just this week. You know that.
I can't
just
get
realized
rid of
you said
these
I
dice
stood in
rolls.
worse.
Go away. How do I unclick
Okay.
dice rolls?
I don't know.
You could just delete the text in.
I have, but it's like still got the marked.
Oh, that you should be fine.
Okay. Hang on. I think 10 disadvantage.
So disadvantage.
Yeah, if you delete the text, it does get.
Oh, it does. It just.
It doesn't show on the back end, but it does effectively. do
So
it.
10 on that one.
10 on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it. That one is still alive, but not looking well. This one is not looking hot.
And that one's dead, right? This one.
This one, nope. They're still alive.
What? You just said it was dead.
No, the undead one I killed and I'm currently standing in, but the.
You didn't kill this one, but you did. That's what I was wondering, why you did damage to two different ones, but it's totally fine.
I'm so confused.
It's fine, I
Wait,
can-
no, wait.
Megan,
The undead one's still
Megan,
alive.
we're
Is
gonna-
the undead one still alive?
we're gonna move on.
No, it's dead.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not on the screen anymore.
Yeah.
She deleted the dead ones.
But it is okay.
So everybody take their action. Sounds like it.
No, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, still raging. I'm just gonna try to finish off these two. So I'll whack the one that Meg just hit, the one I'm currently targeting.
There you go. Oh, that one. Yeah, you're targeting that one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe not.
So, oh, that was
Hang
rolled a
on,
1, so that
three.
was a miss.
Yeah, I don't think I have. Oh well.
Was that-
Yeah, I don't have anything for a 1. Good to know.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, that's a miss. Let's just try again, but at disadvantage.
So they are going to scatter away. Whee! Unless you guys can take opportunity attacks, but they are going to like skitter.
Well, I still have more actions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to
Sorry.
do? I thought you were done.
I was
There
gonna
was
say
like
I'm gonna try again, but just at disadvantage.
Sorry, there was a finality to your voice, so I
You're
thought
good,
you
you're
were
good.
done.
I speak very matter of factly. No, I'm not hitting shit. All right, yeah, they can.
You
they can
roll-
go. They can go.
You rolled another 1.
Yeah, they can go. It's fine. They can leave.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
I think you go right over their heads. The great
Yeah.
X. And they skitter away.
I think that you are missing on purpose. So I look at you and say, why are you letting them go?
Well, if you'd hold the torch straight.
Oh, it's my fault now. Oh,
Well, it's moving
That's how-
inky blackness and black. What am I supposed to do?
I know. I try. Hold it right.
Now, as you guys tear down, as you have torn down, what's the past particle of tear?
Tore.
As you tore down yet another vermin, you watch as the rest flee in fear through that hole in the wall, actually, like this section here. You ran away.
So
What do
we
you guys
gotta
do?
follow 'em, right?
I mean, the quest was to exterminate all rats or
Well-
large vermin.
The quest was to make sure there was none left. There is currently none in here. We could just say we killed them all.
We could.
We get our gold, we go.
We 25 extra each.
You see?
The downside of that is that they don't know what's on the other side of this wall. There could be more than 100 gold in the other side of this wall, and they don't know it.
I like what
We
he's
could
thinking.
grab it for ourselves.
I really, yeah. There could be some magic shit over there.
They did mention ruins. A wizard tower may have that.
They mentioned a wizard tower, yeah.
She kind of stamps her feet a little bit, but none of you can fit in that gap that goes to the other side of the wall. And I know what you're going to say, and I won't. And she folds her arms.
I don't know what you are seeing, but it's a pretty big gap.
Yeah.
I've heard of this thing called tunnel vision. Maybe that's what's occurring.
She sort of sniffs and like looks away, like folds her arms.
Well, you don't have to go first.
Okay.
I think you are typecasting yourself before we do.
Can we talk about how all of you have 5 armor for some freaking reason?
I've got
Safety
7.
first.
We are cautious.
What did I miss in character? I'm working off a pre-gen. What did I miss?
We'll figure it out later. So who's moving first?
I have a question.
I have the torch. I think I will.
What's
be
this
moving first.
unknown thing down here?
What?
There's like a book and it says unknown. Is that for us to go see, or is that like not meant to be
Oh,
there?
so yeah, no, that is. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
That is something I'm trying to like. I'm trying to delete that, and I forgot.
She's got true
how.
sight. Kill her.
Yeah, that is like. I don't know. Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right. Anyway, yeah. Willie, if you want to lead the way, I'm right behind you.
I will follow suit and look for traps.
Okay, I will do. I will move forward. Comes to the other side of the wall there. Look around, see what's
Yeah.
in
So
there.
through the hole in the wall, you can see a dusty stone corridor. It's floor lying around a foot below that of the cellar, so you do have to like step down into it where you stand. Over to the left, you can see the start of a staircase, but it's buried in collapsed masonry, so you can't really use the staircase at all. There's earth and rubble that block the way completely up when you go up. So to the right, the passage heads around a corner. Yeah.
Assumedly, this staircase probably would have gone to the tower, but now goes to maybe directly underneath a boiler. And he starts like trying to move some of the rubble to see if he can like get underneath one of the like liquor stills or something.
Do you require assistance, Struggle?
No, maybe this is a future thing, you know?
Understood.
Yeah, it's not budging. There's a
Do you
lot.
know how to siphon liquor from a still?
I can try.
All right.
I can try.
I have about 8 fluid ounces capacity.
Only 8.
Only 8.
But to the right, the passage heads around a corner, and on the wall, you can just make out what appears to be writing in gold script. And as you make your way to that gold script, you can see that
What?
passageway continues to the left, and the other straight on.
Is there a like?
What does
specific
the
language?
script
Yeah.
says?
Okay. Your tokens. Like if you're coming this way, if you move a little bit more forward, you can see it. In front of you, there's like this 20-foot section of floor covered in a mosaic that depicts a rural scene, and it shows the sun, the sky, a hillside, and a river, each showing the scene at a different time of day. And you also notice that 2 halves of a giant rat, seemingly cut by a giant blade, lie on the river section of the second panel. Here.
How fresh
Wait,
is
can
it?
Huh?
How
It's
fresh
not.
is
It's
the
not
rat?
that. It's not that fresh. It looks very decayed and old and dusty. But the writing on the wall is engraved in a golden script that appears to be shining slightly, even in this kind of darkness that you guys are in down here. It's written in common, and it reads, "Dawn breaks with stirring air, as sun shines down on the new day air." Day fair, sorry.
I was gonna say, if they rhymed air with air, that's just kind of lazy.
Yeah, no, sorry. I read it wrong. I'll put it
Oh,
in
there's
counter.
like rubs a little dirt off the wall. Oh, there's an F. Okay.
The second panel. Midday blaze bakes earth and grass. The farmer waits for heat to pass. Oh, and then the next one. Evening cool brings water, wine, drink, and laughter, passing time.
Squint and try to read the last one.
The last one. Night sees shining, roaring fire, as wood and coals burn on the pyre.
And which tile is the bisected rat sitting in on the water part of?
Yeah, he's on this one here.
Okay. So I think we know what the answer isn't for that.
What do you, okay, who's stepping forward first? Which brave hero?
Wait. Let's think a little bit through this because
I'm not nearly smart enough for this.
Yeah.
I think depending the stage of the day is in which part you need to step to avoid the trap.
Yes.
So where is the rat dead?
Wait, what makes you think it's a trap? I didn't say it was a trap.
Oh, I think
you know,
it's a trap because I always think it's a trap. I'm a cheat.
It could have been another
It's always a
adventuring
trap.
party. They could have been here before us.
Someone could have just left their rat fillet right here. I mean, you know, happens to all of us.
Have you ever get to know a wizard? They are funny, weird thinking guys. They love puzzles. They love this smart ass shit that they write on walls to make you figure out or die.
Oh.
Yeah, like I don't waste my time writing on walls in gold. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I do see that each floor tile is trisected into 3 areas. That might be connected.
oh. I can't think of anything funny to say off of misunderstanding the word trisected. Come back to me later.
It's okay.
We
We won't judge you.
we could try the easy way past here is throw the gnome to the other side without stepping on any stone.
Excuse me.
Drogal's already like stretching before like doing like a shot put.
No. And she's like doing this whole like.
Dolly, I've heard if you tuck and roll, it minimizes the damage from impact.
Let's stop throwing the gnome, please.
Where is the rat dead?
The rat is on like the water side of this tile, so like right about here.
Okay.
So presumably that's not the answer for that one. But I'm trying to use that as a hint to try to figure out the other parts.
You guys gotta try something.
If
You gotta try something.
Dolly's just gonna step on the first tile.
Where-
Oh wait, let me move me onto the first tile.
Elm will ready Breath of Life just in case.
Go. The first one go in the water.
I'm on the water.
So, you step on the water and you hear. I'll tell you what you hear.
Oh no. I was expecting a nothing happens.
It's a fight.
And nothing.
Yeah, it's actually not a trap at all. We're just
I was expecting a
Overthinking it.
nothing happens.
It's just an art project.
yeah.
You step on it and you hear
Chalk
a
drawing.
click, and a sharp knife goes up your foot. And I'm gonna roll damage as you're standing. You're standing on the water, correct? So I'm gonna roll, and you take
Yes.
1 point of damage.
I'll take it.
But
Wait, can I hop instead of hopping backwards? I'ma hop forwards onto the grass. Wait, was the rat on the grass?
No, the second one. Don't step on the grass on the second one.
Step on the sky on the second one then.
okay, go ahead and move your token where she's hopping to. You hop onto the sky, And again, you hear the click.
Oh shit! Oh,
And 6 damage unless...
fuck.
Yo, you're already halfway there. Just keep going.
Exactly, I'm just gonna keep going. It's fine. It's fine. I roll a 6 again.
Do you
And
want
then
to... Okay.
I'm a hop forward. You know,
To
I
the
just
water.
like a hop, ha, hop, you know, she's going across.
Which one are you hopping to?
We'll go water again on the third one.
You step on that and nothing happens.
Oh! She kind of like turns around to everyone, gives a thumbs up.
You're doing
Now
great.
I will let you guys know. Think about the script that you guys saw.
Elm will go to the sun first, just to be within 30 feet of Dolly.
Nothing
in case
nothing
something
happens.
Yeah. And we know what the answer for the second one is now, which is grass in the middle.
All right.
Nothing happens. There you go. Dolly just happened to choose the wrong answer.
She's like
Twice
standing
in
there,
a row.
like she's standing there, like hands on her knees, and she's like, "Maybe we should have thrown the gnome."
Dolly is really like bleeding. What's her health at now?
6.
Yeah, she's not looking good.
Don't worry. If you drop to critical levels, I can bring you back.
We're close to critical levels. She's
Okay.
pretty pale.
Dolly, let's make that last step. Where are you going?
Okay, wait. Let me. Night sees shining, roaring fire.
Come on,
that's
Pioneer.
good. I don't know. I've got all of them wrong. Like, why?
What's it?
Would
Come
you
on,
like
Pioneer.
Elm's suggestion?
It
It can
says
only
that
kill you.
night sea shining, roaring fire, as good, and coals born on the
It's
fire.
gotta be okay.
So
Middle one.
there is a fire.
I'm
There is a
thinking the
fire
middle
in the
one.
middle.
I'm
But
thinking middle.
Yeah,
it's the middle
Give it
that
a
makes you
shot.
Go
damage.
ahead and try it, Dolly. Commit.
She kind of looks nervously at everyone. Like, looking for
Drogol
encouragement.
gives an enthusiastic double thumbs up.
let me go. I will take the damage. If you think it's the middle, I will jump to the middle of the last one.
And nothing happens.
Yes, I got one right.
No, you scaredy cat. You had to wait for William to do it first.
I did 3 of them. Okay. I did 3.
Okay.
We just see Drogol like hopscotch across.
Yeah.
Aw.
Wee.
Like he picks up a little stone off the floor and like tosses it onto the first. Like and then like skips over that part specifically.
And you guys, you see a door in front of you at the end of the hall.
I want to listen before trying to open or knocking or something.
There's. Oh, okay. Give me a perception check.
Rat noises.
Perception.
Ooh.
Because that was a very good roll, you do hear skittering of like very tiny legs.
On the other side.
Yes.
Okay. And I wonder how the hell did the rats pass through the door? Is the door locked? Is the door closed? Is it open? Is it ajar? How is this door looking?
The door's unlocked. You could try the handles and you see that they do unlock.
Okay, I will try the handle. Really sneakily, like trying to make no noise. I want to take a peek on the other side before anybody sees me or the things that are on the other side realize I'm there. I want to take a peek. I want to be really stealthily doing it.
Okay. So you don't see anything in the room. In the center of the small room actually is ahead of you. Like you see this large stone well topped with a wooden handle and a rotten remnants of like a heavily frayed rope that descends into the shaft of the well. In the far right corner, you see the ceiling has collapsed slightly and a narrow shaft of like weak sunlight shines through a narrow hole. And then to the far left is a plain wooden table crusted with dirt, dust, old plates, buckets, and other strange pieces of tableware.
Okay, I open the door and go to the other side.
Okay, so you open the door and... Oh, wrong thing. I will reveal it to you. As I said, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, is anybody trying to be stealthy?
Yeah. I am.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth for me. Whoever's trying to be stealthy, and let's see how well you roll.
I don't know how stealth I can be with a torch in my hand. But
Hey, give it
I'll
a
try.
shot. Give it a shot.
Why not? You're joking, man. Come
Meg.
on.
Get it together.
I'm trying to get there. I promise. My Dark Reader thing is messing with the shapes of the die buttons, so I can't see what they are.
Every time she steps, she's like, oh, ow, oh.
So,
Every time she steps, a
Because-
little spout of blood comes out of her foot.
oh, also, so the cheat, whoever's in this room, gotta give me a perception check. Whoever's looking around in this room and searching.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
18 plus 2, but I didn't know how to add it on there because
It's okay. Okay, everybody, those are pretty good rolls except for Drogo.
Oh yeah.
But you guys are able to find that several of the old plates on the tables are made from tarnished silver. So they look pretty expensive.
Okay, let's pocket those.
yeah, immediately just starts putting them in my bag.
I'm distracted by the rubble again.
Elm kind of
Wait.
takes out this
Yeah.
little potted plant, looks down the well. He's very distracted.
Is there anything here like is the furniture made of wool, something like that?
Is the furniture made of what? Wool?
Good. That
Oh, gold.
good. If my burn.
Are you saying gold?
No,
What?
I'm saying good.
Is it made of good? What? Write it down. I don't know what
Put
you're
it in
saying.
chat.
Wood.
I would.
Good. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
De madera,
wood.
está hecho de madera.
Wood.
Yeah, good.
You were saying good.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying. I try.
I try.
I try. Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
English
the
is
chairs are
hard.
made of wood, but I will say, Elm, as you're looking down, you hear skittering. Like the scuttling sound from inside the well, and in a flash, the wood covering the well shatters at the top, and two large centipedes scutter out of the well.
Whoa.
Elm will give a high-pitched scream, kind of stumble back a bit. And that potted plant just like shatters on the ground.
Where did the rats go?
And the first thing you see is the antennas moving frantically from side to side, followed by massive pincer-like mouth. Oh, and it's skittering all about. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, Elm will definitely, he's charged up, he discharges immediately. So,
You're trying to, you're attacking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a normal initiative, so go ahead and everybody roll initiative for me. We're back in it.
Brother, are you joking?
No way!
Let's go over 20 again, baby.
Oh my god!
Can't keep happening
Sorry,
like this.
I'm speechless.
Oh,
Okay. The
Maybe if you
cheats-
just don't use the word initiative, like,
yeah, it's something gets triggered.
yeah.
Okay, so Meg, again, you have your one action that you could take. Drogo, you have your all three. So does William, and Elm, you have two. So it's you guys first. What would you guys like to do?
Elm will discharge, so 2d8, because
Okay.
he has that charge condition.
Perfect.
My God, Meg, that's crazy.
It's so on
you got
brand.
You got the 2d8, and they're both hits. So you do 13. Oh, which one are you hitting? Go ahead and this one right in front of you? Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Yep. Oh, and that is a good hit. Basically, it looks like you cut it in half, but it's still skittering forward, has life in its top half. Still trying to come at you.
little worried about using Zap in this close quarters, so I'll just use that Razor Wind. Hopefully,
Okay.
It couldn't hit you again, right?
This one won't hit me.
I'm sure of it.
I am.
This one will be at disadvantage. So I think
just
you.
two. Oh, sorry.
Wait,
Because
do
it's
you
only
roll?
one d4, and so I was
Got
rolling
it. Got
at
it. Yeah.
disadvantage.
Okay. So that is a. Yeah,
two.
I'll let you know. It's at 3 health. This one looks pretty bad. You messed it up pretty bad. Okay, but yeah, it's back to you guys. So whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I want to set the torch on the wall so I can get my 2 hand free,
Oh.
and I can waste 1 action doing that if that's okay.
No, you can set it down. I think that's a free action.
Okay, I set the torch down so it doesn't go off, and then I will move next to this one,
Yeah. this
and
one.
yeah, I will attack with my short sword, and same thing again, like 6. I will roll my 2d6s and add my total damage from my vicious strike and all the jazz, and that's 17 points of damage to that one.
Oh, yeah, that one's it's dead. You didn't need to do all.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, splat, completely dead. We still have this
Okay.
one here.
And how do I taunt the other one? So the other people can I don't know, have an advantage or something. There is
Do you have like a taunt
I don't.
ability?
No, not really.
Okay.
Okay. I will use my other action to move close to the other one. And that's
Sheesh,
it.
you're right up on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to save my action for the defense portion. So I just picture Dolly just like, because she was on the table, like putting stuff in her bag. I like to picture her just like flattening herself against the wall to like try and avoid, not detection, but just, like try and, keep out of sight of this other one that's like right next to her.
So you're not gonna do anything?
I'm not going to do anything. I'm saving that. I'm saving my one action.
It doesn't really. You don't save
You get
them.
your
really,
actions
but
back
you're
at
just
the
not
end of
doing
your
anything.
turn.
Yeah.
You'll have
but I
3 at
still-
the end of your turn.
I can't smack it with anything from here anyway. I'm too far away, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yes.
You can keep putting shit in your bag.
That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna keep putting all the like expensive plates in her bag up here.
Sure. So her action is to keep stealing the silver plates. The centipede is going to attack everybody else. Okay.
All right. Second verse same as the first. I would like to fucking rage. And then yeah, I will charge in, but I'm gonna roll my rage die first.
Okay.
It's not great, but we can work with it.
Hey, it's okay.
We're gonna charge in. I'm purposefully gonna try to get between it and Dolly.
Thank you.
She's thinking about herself and just.
Yeah.
The team.
She keeps stepping on all the forks too, and they're going like in her boot. All the silverware.
Blood everywhere, girl.
Yeah. And let's roll.
I hope
And
these things don't hunt by like sense of smell.
All right. It's at 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. Did you add the? Oh, did you add the rage?
Yeah, I did. It was yeah. It's normally
Got
D10
it.
plus 2. Now it's D10 plus 4.
Okay, +4. That's how that works. Okay, cool. So it
I
takes
think
12.
so. That's the way I understand it.
Hey, we'll if it's wrong, we'll figure it out later.
Sure will.
Okay, sounds good. So what are you're using your axe?
Yeah. Got both
Okay,
hands
yeah,
on it.
no,
We're
this-
just like, I
These
think it gets
things-
like part way down its body, like he's trying to slice it like a hot dog bun.
Yes. Yeah, and these are really giant centipedes. Just kind of like large wiener dogs that have like enlarged, and so this one's still alive though. But you got it pretty
No.
bad. It's bleeding out, and now it's the centipede's turn. It is going to. I'm gonna say it's gonna try to. Where can it move? It's gonna move over here to you, Elm. and it's going to try to grab onto you.
Can I
And
take
take
an
hold.
attack of opportunity as it leaves?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna give. Maybe it'll work this time at disadvantage.
Let's see. Yeah, so attack of opportunity. Let's see.
This is the one.
Okay, 7.
Oh, so 7 damage? Is that
Yeah.
that was at disadvantage?
Yep. So it did. I did keep lowest.
As it moves away, tell us how you end its life as it tries to run
Yeah.
away.
I think it starts to move, and he just grabs his axe and like pulls on the blade that's already halfway through it, and just continues the cut through its body.
Exactly.
So I
and
think
now
both of the halves do end up near Elm, and they're just like
Yeah, I like to think that like
flapping
he's in the
around.
middle and they like slide to the side.
Yeah.
both have it's such a powerful, like you pull it out and like the ricochet of it and the power just makes them explode and go. Elm, you now have like centipede guts on your body.
Kind of wipes off the slime. Tries to find the plant he had dropped previously. Kind of grabs that centipede guts, kind of throws it towards the well as he extricates the plant.
I actually have soap in my bag. So Dolly's gonna pull it out and just like
What?
toss it over to you.
You
On my
do?
character sheet, I actually have soap in my bag.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, gang. I've got a bucket.
I
She
have
like
rope,
tosses the
and
soap
there's a
over
well.
to Elm.
It's literally my inventory: 1 battle axe, 4 javelins, 1 bucket.
Hey,
Thank you. And he kind of begins to apply the soap to the plant at first to get some of that grime off, before then applying it to his armor.
okay.
So-
yeah,
Actually,
what would
wait,
you
you
guys like
broke
to do?
the pot that plant's in, right?
Yes.
And he holds his bucket, his prized possession.
For me, your bucket.
If you want to replant the plant in the bucket, it's important cargo, obviously.
Thank you, Drogo. Of course, yes, I will replant it in here, and he'll kind of get whatever dirt's left and kind of put it in the bucket.
Oh, that's friendly. Oh, it's cute. But that's about it in terms of like clearing out this room. Where'd you guys like to go next?
You say you had a rope?
I
Let's
do
see.
have rope.
Okay, let's see what's down the well. And
Here we
I throw a stone, see how far it goes. How
It
long
goes.
it falls.
It goes about 10 feet before it hits like splashes into water.
Okay. Okay.
How much water? Like you could jump down it and the water would break your fall. That
You
much
could try
water?
jump down there and test it out.
I have 6 health points
Well,
left.
we do have a rope.
I cannot afford to take that risk.
While this
There
conversation
is rope. Someone
is
could lower
going
you
on-
down, Dolly.
While this conversation is
Oh.
going, Drogal is thinking that we're in like a wizardy magical area. So he's going to start just going around to random stone bricks on the wall and trying to push them in as if there was some sort of secret passage. And he's just doing this for like, however long, just on random bricks trying to push them in.
Dolly just kind of watches for a few minutes, sighs, and then walks over to Elm, and then just like holds out her arms like that, like to get the rope tied around her.
Oh, of course. Can
No,
you do
it-
this as well? And then he'll put the bucketed plant in her arms. It does need some water. And begins kind of fashioning the rope around
It's a-
Dolly.
It's
then
a
she-
well. It's a
and then
well.
she-
There must be a place to tie the rope and go down.
Well, the centipedes broke the kind of
Oh,
contraption.
they
that-
broke. Okay.
Yeah, so they broke that contraption you see at the top here.
And then
Okay.
she'll take the potted plant from Elm, like holds it under like under an elbow.
we could
sits
tie
on the edge of the
other
well.
end to Drogal. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't move.
Okay. I think that's the best option. Yeah.
Drogal, you'll pull me up, right?
He nods. he also likewise holds his arms out for the rope to be fastened to him.
Elm it takes him a bit longer to go around Drogel's form, but he does the
Yeah,
same thing where
and I think instead of like holding onto the rope and pulling, he grabs is holding onto the rope at his waist, and he just starts spinning in place to be like a winch.
Okay.
She she sits on the edge of the well and then looks down and then looks at the plant and then looks down again. Okay, well I'm going now, guys. Here I go. Right now.
Are you kind of like you're holding onto the rope and your feet are on the well and just lowering yourself slowly?
No, she's on the edge of the well, like her feet are kind of dangling down, and she's like holding the potted plant, like in both hands.
Drogal didn't understand the signal and hasn't given the rope any slack yet, so she's just kind of dangling there.
She's like, here we go. This is it now. Okay. One small step. One huge step for gnomes. Okay.
I go and take Drogal by the hand and start spinning and making him spin.
There we go.
The rope goes down.
Okay, we're going. Okay,
I understand.
okay.
As you're lowered down, Dolly, probably the last bit you hear echoing is Drogal saying, "On the bright side, you might have a promising career as a well inspector."
So as you spelunk down there, you get down there and you're going farther down. Like I said, 10 feet, and then you hit water.
The first
Would you like to go lower?
The first thing she does when she hits water is she cups her hands and then just pours some into the potted plant. That's like.
I forgot you had the plant.
Can I see anything at all? I imagine it's very dark.
Yeah, no, it's completely dark down here. You didn't bring the torch with you.
Oh, no, I didn't! Ah! She kind of shouts
She has
up.
the more important cargo of the plant.
The plant instead of the torch!
So, yeah, you go down 10 feet and you hit the water.
And she'll untie the rope from herself.
Okay.
And then, I don't know. And then she'll, yell up, "The next person can come down now!"
Drogal just feels the weight at the other end disappear, and he goes, "Oh no!"
As far as you guys know, this is water and not part of the job. What are you guys doing?
How
are we supposed to know where the rats went? I mean,
yeah.
Maybe they're down here. Sure, you hit water. What would you like to do now that you're in the water, Dolly?
She'll kind of put the plant somewhere where it's not gonna take up too much water. Maybe feel around a little bit, see if there's an opening to another.
There is no openings. It's
maybe dig around a little bit underneath if there's any. I don't know.
It's all water.
Levers, if there's levers for something up there.
No.
It's just a well.
Yes.
That's a dead end.
Okay, she'll tie the rope back around herself then.
on second thought, Elm, we probably could have just tied the rope to the bucket and lowered it in, and then.
Yeah, you guys.
Oh. Well, we did talk about sending someone down, so I think
you're right.
Two
But I mean,
birds, one stone.
Well, the plant could have been our scout too. I mean,
I don't know. Ferdinand gets a little scared of enclosed.
he's a very valuable member of the team. I mean,
he really is.
And then she'll tug it a few times. Okay, there's nothing down here.
I start looking for what Drogal was looking for, secret passages, something that
not even any water.
hints-
Did you water the
something that
plant?
hints-
El will kind of peer down, his big owl eyes just shining down. Is
Priorities.
Ferdinand watered?
Did you water the plant?
Oh, he's watered. He's nice and fed, and she kind of holds him up.
Elm will reach down, realize his arms don't extend that long.
Drogal will start rotating to pull her back up.
I love the rotate.
I imagine her just spinning slowly.
Yeah.
And you are slowly let back up and out of the well with a freshly watered plant.
I go around the room, checking the walls, go to the door, open it and close it a couple of times at different speeds, trying to see if something changed. Look in the corridor again. Go backtrack my steps, and trying to find something that we miss or another entrance or something.
Yeah, there's another door in this hallway that you guys passed.
This one.
Yep.
We passed by a door that we didn't
Yeah,
I
head in
literally
there.
just clocked it.
Hey,
Get inside there.
watering
Oh,
Ferdinand
Molly.
was very important, okay?
Wait. I'm gonna pick up the torch.
Yeah,
I'm
pick up.
gonna take a second to untie myself from the
We're just still attached.
the coil of rope that I have around my body.
Drogal's
I want
moving
to-
like a ballerina, just like.
No, he's just like hopping like someone who's been tied up a little bit.
I want to check
Okay.
that door if it's locked.
It is not locked.
Okay. Same procedure as before. Trying to open it up to take a peek as stealthily as I can.
Okay, if you're being stealthy, go ahead and roll stealth for me. My good sir.
That's a 9.
It is a 9.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Give me a second. So because I'm back out of retirement,
Yes.
I can gain 1 gun to use an ability or cast a spell as if I were 1 level higher.
Yes,
so
you
level 2 cheat says that I can gain advantage on a skill check while playing a games competition, Playtest Wire, or stuff like that.
You are not playing any games.
You
right
are not playing any games, yeah.
now. Yeah.
But it says that is you might change any skill check to 10 plus int, 1 per day. Oh, my it is 0. That's okay.
So it'd just be 10 if you want.
It would be 10. Yeah, no, that's not worth it. Saying, yeah, okay, continue.
Okay, so you're trying to be stealthy, and once again, inside this room, you hear skittering, but they sound thicker, deeper, if that makes sense.
It doesn't. I opened the door anyways. To the other side.
Okay, so you open the door, and it opens to this large room. What it looks like something that what might once have been a lab or a workroom. To your left sits like this molding desk, shattered remnants of alchemical glassware, while the center of the room is dominated by a set of tall bookcases arranged back to back. So this section, these are bookcases right here. All around, however, are scorch marks, signs of countless small fires. The wooden furniture is blackened and burned in places, while what may once have been a pile of books is reduced to ash. Singed traces of what may be webbing hang from the ceiling. And as you enter, is anybody entering? I know that the cheat opened the door.
I am.
Okay, go ahead and move your token inside if you are entering. You feel something crunch beneath your feet.
Okay. I'll take a peek at it.
It's glancing down, you realize it's the charred hindquarters of a giant rat.
Okay, so there is a charred rat in here. So, okay. I look up. What's up?
Oh, nice dinner.
Oh.
1 second.
Technically, it would have burned all the bacteria.
No. We're not eating rats, guys. We're not.
As you peer around, attempting
Would've
to
charred all
find
the
what
what?
could have, as you peer around, attempting to find what could have caused all this damage, you hear a scuttling sound just above your heads.
Yeah, I'm looking up.
You see a giant inferno spider.
A spider, you say?
You feel something, it starts to drip on you and it burns your skin a little bit.
Okay.
Whatever is dropping from that spider. And you look up and you see it, and as you do, the entirety of the ceiling begins to glow. Or no, not the ceiling. The creature begins to glow.
Okay.
But it appears to be like a magma-like blood courses through its veins of this large 8-legged abomination that's latched on to the ceiling. And you see the tip of its abdomen glows brighter and brighter. Yeah.
I want to jump inside, make a roll in the floor, take my bow and arrow, and shoot at the belly of the thing.
So, what's going to happen first is
Yeah.
the spider is a surprise. I'm going to say that it's going to go first. Usually you go first, but because it is like a surprise thing that came first, if that makes sense. There's like a surprise mechanic. So it's going to go first, and then you guys can go.
Okay.
It's going to go get the cheat. Can everybody move inside the room, please? Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Wherever you think you'd be standing. It looks like you
Don't
guys are
be-
like scared in the
no.
hallway.
Don't let her bro beat into it. If you want to stay outside the room, you can.
I was gonna say, hey,
I guess you can. If you don't
I was
want
gonna
to.
say, as far as I know, he just kind of snuck in. He was waiting for a signal of whether we're good or not.
I
Okay,
would say
so
Elm
it's
would
going
I am
to.
not sneaky.
charred body and would have caught in the web here.
Okay, so
I think
for
he's like peering, like one door's open and he's like peering around the corner of it because he was like, "Oh, nice dinner."
So for this spider, it is going to shoot out like this red, like smoking webbing at the cheat, and I need you to make a DC 10 strength check to not get caught in it, or to break out of it, rather.
Can it be a dexterity saving throw to avoid it?
Why did you roll that?
You taking the piss.
Yes, you can make a dex. No, I'm gonna stay with the strength check.
Okay.
It's a large.
Okay.
Yeah. 13.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to break out of it. It does come around you, but you're able to easily. You got that old man strength. You break out of it. But now you guys can roll initiative, and we'll see who goes when.
Okay.
Looks like Dolly, you rolled. So is that your roll for initiative?
No, I thought everybody had to roll to break out the strength thingy.
Okay, no.
But it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't have broken out of it.
Looks like Elm is in the web.
He just backs up into the web.
Okay, so it looks like everybody has 2 actions for this start. But yeah, I'll leave it to you guys. Whoever is ready.
Have a question.
Yes.
Where is the spider shooting the magma stuff out of?
Gross.
I'm not telling you.
And second question, how big is it?
It's like a spit.
How big is the spider?
No. How big is whatever it's shooting the stuff out of? Could a mace fit in it?
Oh yeah, it's a size of a pencil.
Yeah, you've learned this time. Fuck.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, there's context I'm missing, but I don't think I want to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will.
I
was-
you little freak.
I was first into the room,
freak.
so I get out of this net and keep running toward the other side of the room, and take my bow and shoot at the shiny thing in the belly of the spider. That's
Okay.
where I am for.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
And that's a 3 point of damage.
Okay. It's still very much alive. You ding it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. And and while I'm doing this, I'm screaming, "Come on! We have a big fucking spider here.
Yeah.
Let's kill it."
It's like a fire spider.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't care about that either.
Okay.
It's not an information I would pass on to the people outside the room. I prefer there to think it's just like a spider and come in, and then they might think their own thoughts.
Okay, I get you.
I would say Elm be like targeting arachnid, and we'll use zap again, so that static builds up and some of the web singes a bit as he goes to shoot that.
Okay.
So 5 damage, and then it is close enough. I'll do at disadvantage. That wins. So my chest plate kind of expands a bit as I draw in air.
Okay.
I'll try to hit it at disadvantage.
You got this.
It misses.
Six. Yeah, it misses.
And
Dang. Doesn't it come back to hit you, or no? That's the zap?
No, that's the zap. I take the roll. If I miss with that one.
I'm gonna move forward, like here, and then I'm gonna withering touch it.
You're gonna touch it? Okay.
Yeah.
Gross.
Actually, sorry. This thing is on the ceiling, Dolly. I don't think you're touching it at all. Yeah.
Well, I can't do anything then.
Yeah, it's like
I will
it's
run
like
away
10 feet in
then.
yeah, it's
Never
like 10 feet in
mind.
the air. To remind you guys, yeah, it is still attached to the ceiling. It has not gone down yet.
Good luck, guys. Yeah, I just used my movement. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, well, if Drogal is out on the in the hallway, the spider's gonna go.
I
And-
can come in, but I can, and I sure might.
Okay, well,
Hearing there's a spider.
while you're
Waiting.
while you're waiting, the
Yep.
spider's gonna go.
Yeah, by all means.
It's gonna climb up on the wall, and it's gonna go towards the cheat for a bite. As you see, like the fangs have like magma and like fire attached to it as well, as like a flaming bite comes to sink into your skin, or at least try to. And we'll see. Everybody has good defend damage. That'll be 4 points unless you want to defend.
I defend. Yeah,
Okay, what's your armor?
5.
That armor takes it all. And that was it. And then I think it didn't take that much movement. It's gonna move. It's gonna like move right here. But that's it. Back to you guys.
Seeing the spider getting so close, Elm will just like be violently shaking. It's definitely horrifying. But he'll try to zap it again. It is a little bit closer.
It's getting closer.
For 9 points of damage.
Oh, okay, nice. Wait, what spell did you do?
Zap. So 2d8 damage to target within 120 feet. If it misses, I take the full.
Zap is lightning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Describe what does that look like? What is this? What is your magic?
It kind of it builds up a bit. It starts as static, and then you see it definitely pulls up as it begins to arc off of the different spread out pieces of metal, and then it kind of pulls a bit in his palm and he shoots it forward in a line that kind of begins to it hits the spider's abdomen, and after that, that static kind of dissipates.
Okay. Oh yeah, the spider is. You see, because of that hit, it does fall to the ground now. So it is now on the ground.
Let's freaking go! I can hit it.
Drogon, I need you in here, next to the spider,
Yeah, I'm working on it.
so I can do my thing. Else, I'm useless.
Wait. Cheat, have you been? Cheat, have you been?
Yes, he's gone already.
Fuck. Everyone's been. Actually, I'll give it to Elm. Even if it's your next turn. I give you Tree Strike, so you get advantage on your next turn. You. Are you within 10 foot of me, actually? You're not within 10 foot of me, are you?
Nope, he's
Fucking
38.
hell! Oh my god!
I could use my two actions to move closer.
Wait, I have 2 actions. I can get here. I can't do anything.
What are you talking about? You can
Moving 10
move.
feet.
I can move
25
here. I can move here. I can move 20.
You can move.
I can move
If
25.
you were here, you have 25 feet. You can move here. I don't know what you're calculating.
Okay, there. Is this within 10 feet?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's 11 feet
And also,
away.
you could use 2 actions to move.
Hello.
Yeah, he's still that. Yeah, but I only have 2
I'll
actions.
use 1 action to get
Okay,
closer.
now I give you True Strike, so you have advantage on the next one.
God.
Alrighty, I'll use Zap again. So it would be disadvantage, but with advantage, does it just cancel out?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
And so, yeah, he kind of builds that up a bit. The various vines begin to singe more with this one as it kind of overcharges, and he uses both palms to shoot it forward.
Yeah, you can see the lightning. It is overcharged, this thing. You start to see like lightning cracks throughout its large spider flaming body, and it's starting to like break down, but still trying to move closer. But it's very much charred.
Drogal's gonna run in. You see him putting a javelin away that he seemed to have been in the process of taking out.
Uh-huh.
And he's just gonna run up to this thing, screaming bloody murder. I would like to rage. Yeah, exactly like that, actually. Cool. We like a 4.
Okay.
And so I will fucking try to whack. Ideally a meaty whack. Nope, both chuckle.
So is it 7?
Yeah, no, it's a 1, so.
Oh, and it misses. Oh,
Uh-huh. Fine, we're getting him out.
one. What else would you like to do?
That's all my shit. That's all 3 actions.
Okay, it's right in front of you, and I need you to make a DC strength check as you see a flaming web coming to surround you, Dribble.
Mm-hmm.
But you're strong. You got this.
I am somewhat strong, but not when I roll low.
Would you... So, so it shoots out that burning web, and you take a D4 1d4 damage. So it's probably not a lot. 2.
Mm-hmm.
But you could use the defense to not take it, to like have your armor take it.
Can I instead?
Yeah.
I want to use that all you got.
Is it a reaction?
Yes. When I am attacked, I don't know if it actually counts as a reaction, but it says when you are attacked, you may expend 1 or more Fury die and gain your Strength plus your Dex temp HP.
That's a lot of calculating right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I want to
Yeah.
I want to pause to try to figure that out.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can take the damage and then gain the temp HP. I don't that's fine by me.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
It's only 2, so I think you'll be good.
Yeah, and then my current Fury die is gone.
Okay, so you are currently restrained, so you have
Damn.
that condition on you as well. But that was it. That was its turn, so I leave it back to you guys.
Well, it seems to be working so far, so he'll begin to kind of vibrate a little faster and begin to build up that static to zap it again.
Oh, you
You
love zapping.
He's just carrying like a little square of carpet with him and is like rubbing his slippers on it.
Yeah, he puts on small little sock booties and gets a bit of carpet.
Oh my gosh. So tell the people how you end the spider.
Yeah.
I
With
would
a
think it's just
14
this-
damage.
This constant stream of lightning, and it kind of, in a similar sense to that rat that was charred before, this spider becomes extremely charred. This lightning kind of bounces off of it.
Extremely charged. And it withers away. You can see all its legs close in on itself as you end its miserable life. And it's done for.
Nice.
If you'd like, this is freshly cooked.
We're not. This isn't.
You know, I'm not really hungry anymore. I turned into Grog there for a second.
Yeah, that's like.
You know, I don't really want that spider, thanks.
I want to take a peek, take a look around, see if there is anything else to take and put into Dolly's bag there, and then keep going.
Dolly's
to that
bag is packed. I don't even know if there's room anymore in that bag.
I don't know. We keep
Get out of
trying
this
to
spider
put
webs.
stuff in there if it's viable.
Go ahead, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh.
Dang.
Taking a look around, you could see that most of the books and equipment are charred, falling apart, like rendering them completely unusable. However, there is one thing that stands out to you as you're looking around. A single book atop the bookshelf appears to be completely undamaged. Looks to be a spell book.
Okay. I take it up and take a look at it. I don't know how to use this thing, but yeah, to the bag.
And Dolly just stands there with her bag open.
Yeah, I pass it to Elm and Dolly, see if any of them can read it and use it, if it's useful to them.
That bag is packed, Dolly. Don't think anything else will fit inside.
Like when she throws it on her back, she like it kind of throws her back a little bit, so she has to like readjust, like when she stands again.
I don't even have a backpack. I just have had a bucket.
It's definitely attached to Elm's side and has kind of been clanking each time he's walked.
Oh.
Okay.
Like finishing getting the rest of the burning web off, like my armor. Not armor. I don't wear armor. Hide. I guess. I probably could wear armor if there was an option.
What would you guys like to
figure
do?
that out later.
Through the door.
Through the door. Yeah.
This door is locked.
Ow.
I try to open it up with my
How?
lockpicks. I have lockpicks.
You do have lockpicks. Okay,
Yeah.
so give me a finesse roll.
Okay.
Better worst case, I can always go the shining on it.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Yeah, you could go the shining on it, but
I'm a good
William William is the cheat, and you know how he rolls. Easily gets the door open. And what would you like to do? It's open. The doors are open now.
Same procedure as always. Like I try to pick around, see if there is danger.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, same thing. Like same old habits of the old man. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you head inside. You don't see. This one is empty. You're looking around. You're peeking in. The rear wall of this small room is lined with like sturdy-looking wooden shelves. But that's mostly what you can see as you're just peeking in. You got to fully go in to see everything else. Though.
Okay. I open the door and go to the other side.
Okay. You open the door. Head inside. Clearly, these were once laden with bottles and like glass vials. Looks like a storeroom. But over the years, many of these have been like reduced to shards of glass on the floor. So not much in here. There's, but yeah, that's about it.
Okay. I try to look for an exit of this room. That's not the same door that we came in. I'm looking for cracks on the doors, stuff on the floor that might be some key to a secret passage or something like that. I'm trying to. This cannot be a dead end. Yeah.
Oh, there. I mean, okay. Well, it kind of is a dead end. You're looking around. There's no secret doors. Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay.
This is it, yeah.
I kind of dumbfounded and then go back to the room. Do the same here.
Is there anything to loot in here?
Those rats have to have gone somewhere, right?
Yeah, that's my line of thought too. Like the rats must have gone somewhere. Where are they?
We just gotta think like a rat.
We
They could have
We
been.
did
I
not-
will say they could have been. I think they were eaten by this spider here that you killed. There was a charred body of one in
Yeah,
there.
that's
if
true.
there,
Oh,
if
and
there
one
is nothing
died in
else
the
here,
trap.
I think we did our job, but we can get the hell out of here.
Am I smart enough to figure that out though?
No.
I don't know. We keep going around like.
All I can
What's his
smell is charred
What's his
rat.
intelligence score?
It's actually higher than his fucking will, which is a surprise.
Okay, never mind.
You'd think those would be opposites, right?
It doesn't have to be. He could be a. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it just seemed like there's not much left to loot here or clear out.
Dang it.
Well, I think that's a job right done, crew. I'm fucking Grog again.
Grog. So as you
Don't
guys make
stretch.
as you make your way back, you follow the reverse order on the mosaic tile trap.
Yep,
Or
sure
maybe
do.
just someone can hold Dolly. Maybe just pick her up and go the
Carry
reverse
me
order.
across.
Yeah, I'll hold her like Rafiki holding baby Simba.
Okay, you guys make your way back, and and you see the bearded gnome pacing back and forth anxiously. And upon seeing your faces, his eyes immediately light up as you guys are back upstairs. He says, "Oh, you made it back! I heard so much noise down there. I'm so glad you're all in one piece. Oh dear, you're bleeding all over the floor." And he looks at Dolly.
Well, there was about 65,000 rats, 2 centipedes, and a massive spider. But don't worry. They're all gone.
Ah, good job. Please, tell me. So that's what you found out. Here, follow me. I'll have one of my workers grab us another round of drinks. He claps.
Drogwall's like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Please, wrap
And a
my foot."
healer. And a healer.
So were you able to clear out all of the vermin? He says.
Yes,
in one
all
zone.
giant vermin were exterminated.
Even
Okay.
some that weren't expected.
Okay. He says, "Well, thank you so much for your help. It's truly a day to celebrate. Not only is the cellar cleared, but there's entire rooms that could be dedicated to storage down there. So we'll be able to expand and become the largest brewery.
That's okay, take your time.
Brewery. It's too many R's. Largest brewery on the Sword Coast. As promised, here's your reward." And he hands you 25 gold pieces each. I added a little bit extra for your trouble and for your foot, dear. Get that fixed.
Planning on it.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, he says, and there's one more thing. I've been working on a brand new drink, and it would be my honor to name it after you all. Do you happen to have a name in mind for your group? Yeah. And he looks at you.
Dolly and her merry men.
Ooh. Am I a merry man?
You're the merriest of the men.
Well, then let us eat, drink, and be merry.
Ah, okay. Thank you, Dolly, for the name. Also, anytime you have the urge to wet your whistle, feel free to drop on by, okay? With what you were able to accomplish here today, I can tell you have a bright future as adventurers, and I'd love to hear those stories.
Anytime.
Dolly does
Anytime. Is that you, Grog?
Anytime.
Now, with your first successful adventure, you all exit the brewery, excited for all that the future may hold. Will you continue on together and make a name for yourselves, or was the constant threat of death, dismemberment, and nearly being eaten a bit too much for some of you? Only time will tell, but these stories are for another time. For now, you all head back home. A tad bit richer, slightly worse for wear, but with an experience you'll never forget. And that was it for today's session, everybody. Thank you. Woo! Thanks for joining, everyone. Now, some closing comments. We got to play with the system a little bit more. What do you guys think? What are your initial, overall thoughts? Would you want... I personally like to try things out for, 3 sessions at least to get a good feeling of it. But I think you got a good taste of Nimble. But yeah, what do you guys think?
Honestly, combat so much faster because I
Yeah.
Right.
remember playing D&D 5e and it's just it could become a slog with some encounters. And so when I saw the rats, I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
But then,
so many
like-
rats, right?
But yeah, even with that many rats, we were cruising through.
Love
and we
it.
each got like 3 turns, so it's good.
Yeah, I like the mechanic of the 3 actions and the mechanic how it work with initiative. I would structure initiative a little bit better because to put an order or who goes first or how we go around doing that action so we are not stepping on each other, that kind of stuff. Personally, I like to the variation a little bit more between player, monster, player, monster, player, monster, not all the players, all the monster. But that's just personal taste.
Yeah.
I think for level 1 the things we can do are kind of crazy, yeah, and the challenges
yeah.
could have been a little bit more difficult.
For level
I-
1, right? Because you guys are
Yeah.
powerful at level 1. Yeah.
I would-
Yeah, I, I like the mechanics, but there is no cap to to resources on abilities. Like how many times I can do the vicious opportunist or that kind of stuff. I can do it every turn, and I think that's a little bit too much. And I don't have. I like to manage resources somewhat, not at a creepy level or every little thing, but your power resources it's nice to have some way to manage so you don't overuse it or you can use it but in the right times, that kind of stuff. It gives you a little more uh, dread in the gameplay.
You might have liked
So
Berserker then, because I think, from what I understand about this class, oh,
you
my
can do
parakeet's
it.
talking. It just seems
Yeah,
like its entire mechanic is generating rage die and then spending them in one way or another.
yeah, I think that in that I like the direction the game went with the lower ability scores, not so many skills, and and doing that kind of thing with the actions that are standard, and you can use it as actions or as reactions, and the way combat works with the you don't need to roll to hit, you just hit and
Yeah,
use
I
your
love that.
dice, the die. That mechanics is good. The way you can miss it could be a little bit more like it's 1 in 6 chances that I miss if the less smooth die
Yeah.
going a
It's a
one.
1.
It could,
Yeah.
yeah, it could be a little more bit harder to hit, but it's a good mechanic like I like, and yeah, the abilities I think is too much. Like for me at least for the way I like to play is a little bit too much. I have a little bit too much to do every turn.
Oh, gotcha. Because I was gonna say with Stormshifter, I love the whole concept of this being a glass cannon. Like it does a lot of damage, but you always have the possibility of it's like because I could really easily get to the wounded status within like 2 mishaps with that. So I did like a spell that was like, hey, you do have the risk of getting great damage, but then it can backfire. But even if it does backfire, it gives you something as like a consolation prize almost. Where it's
Oh,
like
right. The
the
charge condition, right?
hmm
Okay.
Yeah, the cheat just kind of seems very similar to the rogue, where it remains kind of powerful throughout most of the game. Like obviously, rogues. We're very used to in 5th edition rogues being damaged nukes. Like, oh, I got my sneak attack off, 10d6.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Paladins are pretty powerful here too.
Them too, yeah.
Meg, what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like I need to play it a bit more, but I don't know. I feel like the abilities that you have, I don't know, even as a shepherd, kind of like take away a bit of like the agency you have over your character. Like you can't be as like this is my character. Like I know it's a pre-gen or whatever. I don't know if in the actual thing you get to choose what cantrips and stuff you have or whatever. I don't know, but like I wanted to play a shepherd so I could heal, but like I had one healing spell and that was only when people were dying. And I was like, oh right, oh okay, cool.
There are a lot less spells here in Nimble because there are a lot of spells. Like the whole thing is like, how can we take out what we don't use really? And there's a lot of stuff that we don't use in 5e, so he's kind of very much simplified it. So
I don't
think
know.
if the pre-gen was created correctly, that's what you have at level 1.
Yep.
But
Looking
you
at
could-
Shepherd,
Yeah,
you don't get
unless
your
they get
tier
more.
1 spells until level 2.
So you got cantrips, right?
Yeah, you should have
Yeah,
cantrips,
but like
but you don't get
I
tier
had like one
spells
healing
until level
spell.
2.
I had one healing
Yeah.
spell, but it was like I could only use it when people were like actively dying.
Yeah, like a spare
was
the
like,
dying
oh.
thing or
I
something.
think that was
okay.
to lend to like the wounds mechanic because I believe
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you're not out of the game. It's just
Yeah.
if you take any more
Yeah,
damage.
yeah. But I was like, oh right, that's chill, that's whatever, that's cool. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to play a bit more because I was kind of like, oh.
From
Oh,
how
okay.
it looks, it's almost like if specific like classes or types of spells were like unlockable by classes. And what I mean by that is like, you know, for example, it says at level 2 the shepherd gains access to tier 1 radiant necrotic spells. So I
Yeah.
imagine you gain, you know, basically the ability to cast whatever a tier 1 necrotic or radiant spell is at that point, and you have them all available to you at any given time. You don't have to prepare them. You don't have to pick which ones you want. You just have all of them available.
Yeah, mana is great because I'm playing a mage in another. Well, I was playing a mage, and I just love that I don't have to think about spell slots, and
Yeah.
just
I like
I just
not
worry
having
about how much
spell
mana it
slots.
takes.
I
Yeah.
like when I'm to think about spell slots because like the amount of like if you're the only caster in a party of fucking melee and you're like, please, I need to rest, and they're like, no, I don't want to, I don't need to yet, and you're like, okay, well I can't do anything then, and they're like, that's fine. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. So I like not having to worry about that.
Does how
But-
does mana get renewed?
Long rest.
It is a long rest. Okay.
But yeah, no, I'd want to like play a couple more with it, like for sure.
Yeah. Oh, same.
For sure.
Oh yeah, and I would
For sure.
I would recommend it. There are people who, you have time, but I'm
But
in
like
a couple
I
games.
am someone who also does really enjoy 5e. Like I'm not I'm not like I really enjoy 5e. like so I'm not.
Do you enjoy it because of the mechanics? Is that because? This is
Yeah,
what
I
we're
find it
comparing. We're
fun. Like I
comparing
know everyone
mechanics.
everyone shits on it and stuff. I find it really fun. like I really
Geez,
like
combat takes a while,
it.
but like
If I
Phoenix does.
asked you why you find it fun, could you provide an answer?
I just find it whimsy. I love being asked at like animal handling. When was the last time I had it? I don't know. It's useless. I think it's fun. Like
So was the entire ranger class.
I don't know. I like that there's so much, and I like being able to like delve into it all. And I like that
The
it's
thing
so
is-
heavy, and I like being rewarded for knowing about all of them too. Like,
So-
I like that.
The only thing that doesn't make any sense to me is that you're like, I like all the things, but you also acknowledge that a lot of the things aren't used.
Yeah, but that's like it's not for everyone,
So-
and that's fine. Like, I just
My,
personally
my
like it
question is, what's the point of liking it if you don't use it? That's why I'm confused.
because it's my
The-
personal
the-
thing, and I like it.
Well, I think it's kind of
You
nice
don't use
to
it, but you
have,
don't
like-
use it. That's why I'm confused.
Yeah,
because
but-
I
yeah, but the-
like being rewarded for knowing it. Like,
Oh,
and
like
you-
having that customization and then
Yeah.
No, but
having your
the
gear
thing
in
the thing
Yeah.
is the thing that you say people don't use it depends a lot on the group you are playing with and the kind of
Yeah.
player you are playing with.
Yeah.
If you play with power creeps that try to min max and do the most efficient things and stuff like that, yeah, you don't use a lot of stuff. If you are playing with the other type of player that pick those things that most people don't use and make it fun to play with, yeah, you use
Like-
a lot more shit of the books.
I could tell you the last time I used animal handling when I've been traveling somewhere and I needed to get a horse to like let me use the reins so you could pull my carriage. That was when I needed to use animal handling. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I don't know. I
That
like
was a
it.
time. That was a time when you used it. The question is, when was the last time? Like, what day? What month? When?
When I last played with like my real life party. Like,
How long ago was that? That's what my
When
question
I last went to one of those sessions, Jesus Christ! Sorry.
I mean,
for
I think the
liking
question
5e.
is like, some people like more bulk, some don't. Like I started playing with Pathfinder, which is the most bulky RPG that exists out
Oh,
there.
even more, yeah.
But
Even
I've
more
never
also,
played
like,
Pathfinder.
the nice part about that was
You
if
would
you
like
wanted to do something, you could find a rule for it.
Like,
You
I
know,
like being like.
you weren't required to engage with it or know what it was.
I
But,
don't know, I like
if you
that you
wanted
can
to
pick
play
up
a
and I
kobold
like-
riding a velociraptor, there were rules for that.
I like that you don't have to know it, but you can if you want to.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that you can pick and choose that. And
But also,
I
I
like
like how efficient this is as well.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
can respect
I think that's
that
cool.
100%.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's not like, oh, like I don't like that that's not there. It's just
Yeah.
like I like the bulky of it. I don't know. I'm someone who likes to read
Mm-hmm.
up like every single page of the player handbook and stuff because I can. I don't know. Like
I think this.
Yeah,
could
I guess
definitely benefit-
I'm very much different just in my personality in general. I don't like anything that doesn't need to be somewhere.
Oh, sure.
Mm.
And that's like with my job, that's with my life, that's with my
Yeah.
tech. Like I'm very like stripped down where it needs to be. And I think it's overwhelming to have stuff that doesn't need to be somewhere. So I'm like, yeah, trim the fat here. we don't need it. Yeah, take it out.
Yeah.
And it's
You're
like
the-
I'm going to work. I'm like designing something. I'm like, yeah, we don't need this here. This is just too confusing, overwhelming. It's never getting used. Yeah, take it out. Leave it.
You're the
Yeah,
person in
that's me.
Minecraft that leaves their base with like just like their tool, like their some of their tools, their weapons, a little bit of food, like nothing else. Versus like some of
I've never played-
some
I've
other
never
folks
played
that, like, have like
Minecraft.
2 inventory bars full of
Me.
items.
Me.
Yeah, but
I've never played Minecraft, but yeah, if I did,
Oh,
I
that's
would be the
fun.
person.
You might like it.
I like
that's
Sims.
that's the thing about any TTRPG, I think. Like, if it's there, you might use it or you may not. If you want to prepare for it, and you have players that have it in the character sheet and you want to prepare for them to use their skill, you can as a GM. If you don't want to do it, you don't, and that skill becomes useless. And that's entirely of how you prepare and play the game.
Right.
And it happens with every tabletop RPG. I play a wide variety of rule sets and systems, and in every system I found something that I like, something that I don't, and something that's useful or not, and I tend to go when I run the games towards what the players want to do with their characters. So if they want to be good at something or use that certain abilities, I try to plan stuff to enable them to use it.
I just don't see how bulk is fun. Like that's not.
Well, the
How
thing
that
is
the fun
like
part of the game?
It depends on the game you're playing. If you set to play, I don't know. There are bulky games. I play start with up numbers, and if you play with all the rules and stuff for the ship and all the bookkeeping that you have to do, it takes a lot of time, but it's fun.
I think
The threat of being in space and don't know if you are going to reach your destination alive because you didn't manage your supplies right or your airspace right.
Yeah.
That's
fun as fuck.
It's fun as fuck, and it gets your skin all crawly because I'm there in the middle of space. I ran out of fuel. I don't know if I fucked up with the supplies. I don't know if I will get to the other side alive. It's
the main
it
thing I
depends
noticed
on
with this.
why you are playing the game for.
The main thing I noticed with this is the main way I think that they trimmed down the bulk of combat. It's not necessarily that they cut back. I mean, they did cut back on a lot of stuff, but they changed the way that the action economy works, so it feels different. Instead of having, you only have one action, one bonus action, this much movement a turn. You can pick and choose what you want to do with the different actions. So calling to a parallel with even Pathfinder 2 or the Fallout RPG that I was talking about. In the Fallout RPG, all of your characters have a set amount of action points that they have per turn that regenerate at the start of every turn, and different actions cost different amount of action points. So like moving 5 feet is 1 action point, attacking with a weapon or with a sniper rifle might be 6 or something like that. And so that way you could kind of plan out your turn ahead of time. But I think the way that the good way that they changed the action economy in this is almost everything just costs one action. Costs an action to move 30 feet, costs an action to attack. You don't have to deal with, oh, can I do this action as a bonus action? Can I do this bonus action as an action? Why the hell can't I do that? Because that's a lot of 5e. You have instead of 5e being, you have your one thing, your one bonus action, your one action that can't be traded for each other, and a sort of invisible movement action that doesn't really exist. You have all of these, like a stack of things on top of each category that can be used that you have to pick one per turn that can't be swapped between, versus this where you have a small pool of things you can do and 3 opportunities every turn to use them. In addition to, reactions also potentially costing, and you're encouraged to use reactions because you get your actions back at the end of your turn instead of at the beginning like they do in 5th edition.
Yeah, I like that you're encouraged. I like that you're encouraged to use reactions.
Yeah,
I think
like
that's
if I
really
wanted
good.
to use my reaction to interpose and take this damage instead of someone, then maybe I don't get to attack next turn because that's just how it goes.
Yeah,
that was more
I really
important
like
in the
that.
moment. So the main thing that I notice is a trade up of how the action economy works, and I like that a lot. Like, I really, really dig that. That by far feels the most mechanically smooth to me.
Yeah, but I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at Shepherd a little bit more. It looks like they're less. I feel like it's the closest thing to a cleric.
Yeah, it looks like Cleric and Druid had a baby.
But like even still, it doesn't because you can only heal 8d8 damage from a dying creature only.
Yeah.
So they have to have the dying condition, or you can't really do anything. And then if you go to level 2, radiant and necrotic spells. But I haven't looked at those spells, so maybe
I'm
there's some
jumping
like
down to go check those.
Like, I think
maybe there's some
I'll do
healing
that.
spells there. I don't know.
I think
Well,
more
I'll
of it's
find out.
probably like as like you play more levels, sort of thing. Like obviously this is level 1, and it was like 2 hours, sort of thing.
Actually,
The only comparable I could think of was like Spare the Dying for like those
yeah,
spells,
it
but,
feels a lot like
it's
Spell
like
Dying.
yeah, it's not recovering from damage, but it's like I'm preventing another player from dying. kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
The only tier 1 radiant spell is called Heal, which touch a creature and heal it 1d6 plus your key attribute worth of HP.
So
And
your
then
their key
It has
key attribute
upcasting as well.
Is will or strength, but like I think you get more stuff. Like you get the subclass stuff at level 3, which is merciful
Got you.
healing.
Got you.
Or
I think it's just representing
alternatively-
like your level 1 and so low level, so you're not like I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, if hypothetically clerics in 5e weren't able to cast spells at level 1. That's kind of what Shepherd feels like.
Yeah, and I think I'm like, yeah.
Like, clerics are fucking lucky that they get their subclass at level
At
1,
level
because
1.
otherwise they'd be really bad.
They would be really bad.
Which also is the main reason that a lot of people take a 1-level dip into cleric. My main healing build that I've ran in 3 separate campaigns comes online at level 3 because it's a 1-level dip for life cleric and then 2 levels of druid.
Yeah.
And then you get these.
That build can heal up to, if you give them an uncommon magic item, it can heal up to 70 hit points off of a single spell level.
Heavy.
And then there's a level 5. There's a thing called a Sacred Grace. You can choose 2 Sacred Graces at level 5. And then those are more like stuff you can do. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
This
I definitely like be excited to play like at level 3 and stuff where you like get to have a proper rummage through the subclasses and stuff like that. Like 100%, because I feel like
The way that I
this was
see
just
this-
level 1 and just getting
Yeah,
your feet
yeah.
wet. And so you got a good idea of what this system is trying to do and all that good stuff. Yeah.
From what I'm reading
do-
so far, it kind of takes a lot of similar stuff to like 5th edition. Not everything, obviously. But taking a bunch of things, putting it into a bin, and then taking the bin and flattening it so that it's wider than it is tall, so to speak.
yeah.
That's just kind of how I
do-
see it. So it is more efficient because it takes less time to traverse here, but you have a lot more. There is more bulk sort of this way, but the bulk is optional and not baked in.
There's still a good amount that you can choose. I think it's less than 5e, but you still
Yeah,
have a good amount.
100%.
5e, I think it's overwhelming with all the stuff that you can do, and especially because I'm like, hey,
these
be ready
clerics-
for what you can do next on your turn, and you have like all this stuff that you can do, and then
Yeah.
players are taking
Shepherd
like,
at level 2
5.
gets access to 2 spells. Like two
Yeah.
two extra spells instead of fucking what, like 8 or 9 in 5th edition?
Yeah, and you don't
And you have to
You
know
don't
which
need
ones are
that.
worth preparing because you have to prepare spells, and which I think is a stupid fucking mechanic anyway.
Yeah, preparing pet spells is dumb, but like
I just don't
if you
think.
can-
Yeah, I don't think you need 8.
Call back to when you had to prepare spells with a specific slot. So
yeah.
you had to prepare a 3rd level cure wounds, and then that would be the only slot you'd be able to cast it with.
Oh, and at level 2, you get your life binding spirit, which I guess is like your little
Your
companion.
little companion.
Yeah, I was like, "Where's my little pet at?" Like this
Little
was in the
good boy.
video.
I know. Yes, that was probably like a level 3.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
no,
because
I do think-
that
I-
barbarian, like the jumping into the goblins and killing all of them around, like
Oh yeah. Oh, you watched the example video?
yeah, that made me a little like mechanic horny. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, ooh baby, ooh baby, this barbarian just fucking killed 10 creatures in one turn. Yes, 100%.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
and I seeing for it a little bit forward, like with level up and all the subclasses and shit like that. Yeah, the mechanic of handling your resources that are the 3 actions can become a little bit more interesting because you need to
Yeah.
figure out how to allocate those 3 to the thing you want to do.
100%. The main thing I'm curious of, and that's what I mentioned by the horizontal bulk, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is you just kind of get more things to fit into the 3 slots instead of an extra, 2 more bonus actions. You get to do this 4
Instead
more.
of more
You get to
slots,
do
you-
1,000 more spells with your main action. The one thing I'm curious of, and this is maybe something worth asking the author, because and this is something my friends asked as well.
Yeah.
Is obviously the main draw of it that they list is that it's 5e compatible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to know what that means.
Well,
Because
for
the action
example,
economy is completely different, right?
For example, I converted this. This is a D&D one shot. I converted it to Nimble. We played it in Nimble.
I just don't. Maybe actually, I haven't read through the GM guide yet, but
Yeah, read through.
there-
Read through
there's
the GM
probably
guide.
guides in there on how to do conversion and
Yes,
stuff.
there
I
are.
assume.
There are
Okay.
conversions there.
Awesome. Yeah, I have only.
Did you find
re-
it easy to convert?
Yeah.
yeah, how was
did you
that?
find converting it?
I found it easy. You can, if you read it, the instructions are very helpful and easy to understand. And he
Nice.
gives you like a whole table, and on when you have this level of heroes, this is the type of monster that works best.
Yeah, I
You
was
need
gonna
to go
ask
this
about that as
way.
far as scaling, because they mentioned
Yes,
one of the draws of it is that you can have a troll that is the same difficulty for 3 characters as it is for 6, and that made me very curious.
Yeah, no, read the GM's guide and it'll answer a lot of
Yeah.
your questions.
How did you find running it?
Yeah, how'd it go from your end?
It's mostly combat is the big thing that I hate in
You
fighting.
just hate
So,
combat.
Luckily, it's quick in here.
It's quicker. Yeah, but it's just because I like group initiative, and beginner was like, oh, I like having everything in its place. so
I
people know.
like having set initiative, I think, compared to group.
But I like group initiative because you can
Me
you
too.
can go whenever you want, and you could take one action here, and then somebody else goes, and you're like, I still have 2 more actions. I'll still go. But the thing is, people need to remember that like they can go whenever they want, and so
Right.
I think
And that's
that
hard
little
to-
part is like, you guys, come on, you can do whatever you want. It's all of
Yep.
you. Come on.
I was stumbling
That
over
constant
that a bit
reminding
here.
is like grating a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if everything in this place is the right way to put it, but for example, don't let it rule players like, now you what do you want to do, and the monster does this, and now you what do you want to do, and does that this, and set a structure to it.
Or at
that,
least
that if,
No.
At least if there was
usually
like a
use
card.
no initiative.
Yeah,
No
that's what I was
initiative.
thinking, like some kind of tracker. But I was like, how
Like,
would you?
at least if there was a
implement that?
card that you could click to say that you'd been already.
Yeah, it's like
Like-
I've spent all my turns. I'm good.
I'm
to
done.
move
Like,
on,
and
yeah.
it doesn't have to be in any order, but you click it to say you're done.
Well,
sort of thing.
there's
That would be
that
helpful.
in
I don't know.
Well, in Foundry, I mean, Foundry has by default like a combat tracker thing, but I think it's
Yeah,
set
it
up
does.
to use initiative as the default.
Yeah.
So
Again,
it could,
there
it could
are
maybe-
group initiative modules. I just
There
never
we go.
figured out how to use them.
That's
Oh no! One of the first games that ran was Dungeon World, and Dungeon World didn't have initiative. It says do what it feel apply to the situation. Like you are in melee, so you go and you start pointing the players what they do, and you interact with the. So you try to hit, you miss, so the monster attacks you. So you see the monster is attacking your partner. What do you do? And you start to make that flow organically and mix this shit up. That's why I end up doing most of the time.
I just need
Don't
players
roll
to know what they want to do and then execute. The hesitation is the thing for me. I think
Yeah. I think that
because
that,
as a,
that
when
just
I'm
comes with
playing, I
experience
always
with the
know what I'm
system,
going to do.
though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When I play, I always know. Okay, here's my action. Oh,
But, like, I
take
find
this
it-
mana,
I
I'm
find
gonna
it-
go.
I find it easy with Track's initiative because I know, okay, I need to know what I'm doing by the time it gets to my turn. Whereas with group initiative, I can know what I want to do, but somebody goes before me and that fucks up what I want to do, and it's like, oh shit, I need to like figure out something else I need to do now, sort of thing. So like, it's all well and good. Like I need to know what I need to do, but if somebody does something that like fucks up what I was gonna do, then I need to think of something new, and then it's like, oh, actually, I need to do this. And
That's why
this is what I
that's
want
why
to
you
do.
collaborate. You don't keep it all inside. You collaborate with everybody.
But
Say,
people
hey, if you
do
go-
though. Like in an ideal world, like yeah, but people do keep it all.
Yeah,
Like-
that's why as a GM, I'm like, here's a reminder. You guys all talk out loud. That's why I like group initiative, because it should encourage that collaboration where you're like, I have this idea to do this. So if you're going to go first, then it's going to activate what I want to do next. And then
Yeah,
you guys are out loud collaborating, and then you
Yeah,
execute.
that probably diminish when you play with this same group for a long period of time or a certain amount of time to feel comfortable with each other and
Yeah, for
know
sure.
what the others can do. Because I know you can do something and I adjust my actions because I know what you can do or how you play the game or what you tend to do when in the situation. So when the group start to mesh, it really diminish that problem of, oh, I was going to do something and now I can't because you fucked up. Or did
Not
something.
like, oh, you fucked it up.
Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up when I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just the easiest thing is like communication will fix that. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's
But
it. Pretty
communication
simple.
it takes a little bit of time to build, and it takes the right amount of. There are people that no matter how well you communicate, you don't play well together. And it has nothing to do with you being a bad player or they being a bad player. It's just your play style or the way you play the game does not mesh. And
Oh yeah, 100%. I think, and then the DM has to decide what they want to do about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or try to handle it in some other way. The game can still be fun, and you can still enjoy playing together, but you don't get that wholesome of a party like you were.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm in a constant state of always trying to find players that mesh well together. Just always like tweaking and
Yeah, it's the holy grail of every DM. Find a group that plays well together.
Yeah. I think most of my groups that I do have are like that though. So in
So
my
most
world,
of the server, I think, is my just kind of plucking people that are like,
Yeah.
these work well together. Yeah.
it's just people I know that I like. So I'm like, yeah,
Fine
join.
addition to my collection.
Yes.
I have a
Like,
new one.
every time I start a game, like with my ear, and then I see Arcturus, I'm like, hey!
Yeah. So in my world, the players. So this hypothetical is that the players do know each other and everybody meshes well. So in that case, usually I'll tell my players like, hey, this is where we communicate, and then they take that note and then they run with it. So I'll never have players who are like, just ignore me. And so I think that would be the fix to that issue with group initiative is like, hey, communicate out loud what your idea is, and then somebody else jumps in and says, oh, I know how I can piggyback off of that, and then that's all.
Improv, baby.
Yes.
Yes, and
But yes, I would say with this one, it's good to like one session is level 1, and then you practice leveling up, and then you try level 2, and then you
Yep,
level up
yep.
again, try level 3, because you get more stuff, and then you can read about, oh, I get tier 3 spells, and I can do this. Oh, now my subclass is coming in.
Do you have
That's how I would
any-
recommend learning this.
do you have any actual plays of anybody playing with Nimble that you'd recommend?
No, but
if you've seen any at all.
No, because it's so new, nobody has yet.
No,
I didn't
leading,
think so.
I'm leading the
So-
charge here.
You can rewatch this game once it's published in
Oh, really?
YouTube a couple of times. Yeah.
So, reading through this Berserker stuff as well.
Ooh.
So this class gets fucking insane the further they go. Most of them do, I figure. But you know the die that I was rolling and adding it to the damage? At 17th level, the die becomes a D20.
Oh
And
my
the
God.
maximum amount of them that you can have is equal to your level.
Hey.
But the only problem is you can only gain one of them per turn.
Whee.
Also-
But
Yeah.
no, you can gain 2. So after about 10 or 11 turns, you could in theory be rolling like 20 d20s to add to your damage.
My God, I'm just gonna have to throw like a full giant dragon at you. And just
Yeah,
be
Yeah, like I feel like
"Here you go."
the D10
on a
plus like
Tarrasque.
2 or whatever
Yeah,
at that
exactly.
point is probably just like a formality, you know?
Let me solo her guy from Elden Ring instead
Yeah.
of it's just Johnny.
Yeah, and you have the exploding die if you roll max damage.
Oh my god, and yeah, any of them crit.
Crazy.
Actually, no, it's only the leftmost one.
Yes,
Oh,
we
yeah.
were doing that wrong in another game of mine. We were like, because we were critting on any one that we rolled, and I was like, oh, it's the only the
No, it's-
leftmost die,
Yep, yep,
It's the primary die.
the primary die. Yeah,
yep.
I was doing it. We were doing it so wrong. We were critting on all of them.
It's hard to do it if you don't roll like
Physical.
or the physical die or the 3D die, because what's the leftmost? It's the one that
You have to,
first.
you have to open
The
it up
screen
and
was-
see which one is the
yeah.
leftmost one.
But it's a fun system. Like I'm glad like I've got to play it and I'm like excited to play it more.
Yeah. Same.
I think I usually don't have this much combat. Like even when I run Nimble, I'm not gonna.
No,
have,
you don't have this much combat.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna
Like,
have
I was
this
like,
much.
Like when the centerpiece popped out, I was like, another one. I was like,
Another combat. What?
But the
And
thing,
the
the
spider
thing
is
is that
like,
that's
this
the
is too
main
much.
thing. That's the main thing to test out, though.
Yeah,
So, that,
Yeah.
so it's like because. Yeah, because I could
I-
just stick with 5e if I wanted to, like, not have,
Right.
But
Yeah,
like,
no,
I do like it that it simplifies skills and other stuff, and I like the
Yeah.
3 actions. So
The
I do like
the pro this game have is like it's really easy to pick up. Like
yeah, I
I-
would say so.
I took the rules and made a character in like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, so
Uh,
quick to for character creation.
Yeah, and it was a character like I started reading the rules and I read through the options and said, oh, I can play this guy. How do I build it? And I did it in like 10 minutes.
Was
Yeah, yeah,
rolling
it's
for
so
easy
stats
to-
was that hard or was that pretty
No, it's-
pretty streamlined?
The stats you have three
It's
three
like point
options,
buy.
and we have
point
you
buy,
have the
gotcha.
standards, and you
Yeah.
assign it there, and it was really easy to come up.
Oh,
with
it's not
that.
point buy. It's like standard array. There's 3 different
Yeah,
arrays.
it's a
sorry, like
standard
standard
array.
array. I mentioned.
Oh.
And you
I
just
kinda
choose
messed
you just choose which one you want. There's like there's the
Okay.
min max one, there's a standard one, and then there's a balanced.
Yep,
or
standard,
something like
balance,
that.
and min max are your 3 options.
Yeah, and you
That's
just
the
choose.
website. Oh.
Yeah, choose where you want to put the points.
So like the min max one, you have a 3 in one stat, but a -2.
Because I always feel like that's intimidating whenever you start a new system. You're handed that character sheet, and it's like,
Yeah.
how do I fill this out?
yeah.
I had a game in
yeah.
college that a DM ran for the fun of it. It was only supposed to be like 10 sessions, but all of our characters, we had to roll d20 for our stats, just for fun.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
It can
I
be
think I
fun,
did that
but-
once.
But we rolled
Just
stats
once.
first, so it was like, oh, I have 19 in charisma, so I'll pick like this class or something. It wasn't like you had to be like a barbarian and all of a sudden you have a 2 in strength or something, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, it looks like the creator is here on the stream. If you guys want to tell him what you think of this system. So the woman in the middle, Meg, wave Meg.
Hi.
She doesn't like it. She likes
That is not what I said at all. Did I not say I was very excited to play it more?
Hates it. Yeah.
Did I not say that?
She wants to crunch on her crunch bar system, which is D&D 5e. She's like, I like having 26 skills, even if I haven't used 10 of them for the last 6 months.
That is not what I said. That is not at all what I said.
I think you would like Pathfinder. Okay, he's laughing. But I don't know when Evan appeared, but do you guys want to give your final thoughts as we wrap up?
Yeah, I mean, I said it in the recording. Massive respect to the action economy changes.
I said it in the recording, like I'm not repeating myself. Like...
No. I mean, just like, if you end up sending the recording of the session or whatever to them, depending on how long you've been recording and what you've recorded. But massive respect for the changes to the action economy. Like, yeah, that alone, obviously, you wrote the book. I shouldn't have to tell you. Cuts down on so much of the bulk. Especially makes things a whole lot smoother because the way that I mentioned it was like, with 5e you have this clunky, bonus action, hypothetical move action that doesn't really exist, but only certain things can be done with an action, only certain things can be done with a bonus action, and you can't swap them. Like, whereas this, just makes more sense.
And I think we mentioned that, like, at least for the cheat at level 1, very powerful. Maybe like too powerful? What do you think, beginner?
I like it, but yeah, I feel like I was a cheat.
Okay. I guess did he accomplish the goal?
Yeah.
I know if that's the goal. Yeah, the goal accomplished.
I mean, rogues will go through all the shit to get as many sneak attacks as possible.
True.
Yeah, and I like how easy it is to pick up and build create a character. The way you manage your resource of the actions in your turn, I like that, and I like the way HP and the wounds system works. That's something I like too, and yeah, I think it was too much. For the cheat at least, like, don't have the fact that it doesn't have a cap to the resource of getting always a crit in your turn if you have the right conditions. It's a little bit too much. Maybe something to tweak down or not. I don't know. It's just my point of view.
Yeah, either sneak attack or crit, I think, is the
something like that.
thing there. Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I like it, and I would like to play higher levels to see how that goes. And maybe run again.
Yeah. And Meg, for Shepherd, you were saying that you
Yeah,
wish it was more like healy, but this is level 1, so
Yeah. So I play like the healer in like everything, like in shooters, literally everything. I am that person. I play the healer. So I was kind of like, woo, healer, and then I was kind of like, oh, I can only heal people like when they're dying. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, but it's level 1. So I said I was excited, actually.
Yeah.
I said I was excited to have a look at the subclasses and see where I can go from that. Because I felt like you didn't have as much agency over your character with like the options at level 1. Because I was comparing it to 5e, where you do get to choose like the subclasses and stuff at level 1. So you kind of have like that idea in your mind. But then I found out that you choose at level 3. Hence why, and then I was like, oh, I'm excited to go from there and then get to see and see from then onwards. But again, I am also someone who likes resource management and that sort of thing. And I was kind of umming and ahhing about whether I liked movement as one of your actions. And I think I do really enjoy it, because there was a couple of times in that game where I was like, oh shit, do I want to spend my movement going in and not being able to go back out again? And I've really enjoyed that. Like, I don't usually think about my movement when I play TTRPGs. It's not something I tend to like. I'm just like, I'll go wherever. It doesn't matter. They can come to me. But I really had to think about it this game. And I really liked the movement came into your action. So I think if you are someone that is into resource, like if you do like that kind of crunch, as you will, with your resource management, I do think you do get that satisfaction from having movement as part of your action economy. So I did really like that. But I was umming and ahhing about it like the whole session, like thinking about it, and I was like, no, I do actually think I quite like it. I do think it gives you this that like crunch that you need. If you
know what, Meg, now that you mention it, because you were like, oh, I wanted to do healing stuff.
Yeah,
you didn't really need to. Like,
I didn't. No, I didn't need to. I didn't need to.
Like, powerful that you guys are.
Well,
level
Not for me.
herself.
Well, to be fair, I was on 6 HP, and I was like, oh, I'd love a little top up. But like, I couldn't because I could only heal myself if I was dying, and I would have liked to have been able to like, because I had 17 HP like at my max, and I was down to 6. So I would have liked to have like got myself up to 10 or something. But yeah, I wasn't like, you know.
To even get to the dying condition, though, I feel like it would take a lot because
it would have taken a lot.
Level 1 is like seems higher. It seems higher.
It does. It does. I like that I could be 17 HP at level 1. I like that. I like that I didn't. I like that I wasn't super squishy.
I mean, even if you don't defend, like Berserker with 20 health, like that's just 5 rat attacks, you know.
That is.
Yeah,
we have rat attacks and you're wounded.
Rat attacks.
We would have taken a bigger beating, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to have it to like proper dive in and like get my teeth on like all the subclasses and stuff and just proper like.
Yeah, for sure. You will get the chance as well. And Arcturus, what do you think, especially with your character? What were you, the Stormshifter?
The Stormshifter. I love that in the system you can pick up a character and just run with it, and like starting at level 1, you know all the skills. You don't really need to go through the book too much. Love the whole concept of spells backfiring, making it like, as I said, getting like glass cannon. So it's like you deal a lot of damage, but then like not as much as saying that you're squishy or you'll shatter, but like the fact that it can come back and do damage to you. I thought that was so cool. So definitely curious on like what other spells have that like similar effect. Where again, it's very much feeding into that gambling I've noticed when I play games like this, where it's like, oh, if I risk a little bit more, I get this better reward. But if I fail, then there's this like punishment. So that honestly love that. I did love that for Stormshifter. I didn't talk about this too much. Was the beast shift like, and how like, because usually that I get wary of that because it's like when beast shift you get this health, all these abilities, and so then you have to quickly study on that. Where beast shift for this, it was like change into an animal that's non-combative, just so you can communicate with other animals. So it's kind of acts in lieu of like a speak with animals spell. So I was like, I love that. Didn't have to worry about a spell slot for that. So I definitely kudos on that one. Yeah, it's super easy to use on that one. But yeah, and then I did love that with those spells, like if you get hit, then you get an additional status that sometimes can help you with, I know the electrical discharge. That was cool. It's like you have a minute and then quickly use that or it's gone.
I think this is the best way. Like I would treat this system like City of Mist. I always think like with City of Mist, to get the best idea of how to play it, at least 3 sessions. And I think it's kind of the same, like so you can experience more levels and different things that you can do.
Yeah.
As soon as we got into like the first combat, like I think like turn 2, once we understood the action economy a little bit more, I was like, yeah, I'm freaking home, baby. Like
that is my favorite part of Pathfinder. I love the 3 action economy. And and mana, because I love playing spellcasters. Like
same.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a spellcaster.
I'll have to send you that Fallout RPG that I was talking about if you want to read through it, because there's some really good, cool mechanics in there.
Okay, but there's also an official Fallout RPG. Like
there is, but it's the one that I like.
Okay. Okay, fine.
The newest one.
Well, anyway, thanks for playing, you guys, and giving it a shot.
Thank you for running.
Of course. You guys got a good little taste of it, and if you can in the future, continue to try to play more. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm in 2 games
Definitely.
right now, just learning the system a lot. I'm really loving it. But yeah.
I just want to say thank you for having me and letting me be part of this group for once. And I have been watching you play, and yeah, it was fun playing with you for a change.
It was so
Yeah.
fun.
You have played with me before. I ran the Fablecraft game.
Yeah, with you, yeah. But with them, I have seen them play with you. But
Oh, okay. So you're talking about the other
Yeah.
players.
to them, to you.
It
Yeah.
was super fun.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yes, these are my. Yeah, you do. I think Johnny was right. I'm a collector. just grabbing people. Oh. And then once you're in like my group and I like to play with you, I'm like, can you just keep coming back, please?
And then we're like, yes, actually.
Yeah, because it's fun.
Well, I'm glad that everybody had fun. I'm gonna go eat lunch and all that good stuff on a Sunday. And if you're not watching The Penguin, for the love of God, go watch The Penguin on HBO.
I'm waiting for it all to come out first.
I know, it's so good. I want to talk about it with someone.
But also,
okay.
Agatha All Along is kind of peak, though. Not gonna
Oh
lie.
my gosh,
really?
episode 7 was the best episode of the whole
Uh-huh.
series so far. Very
Ooh,
much
I'm-
looking forward to the finale. Don't get me started, okay? We gotta go.
Yeah. We'll talk about it in a Discord chat.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
That's for another stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agatha
well,
All Along stream, 6:30 tonight.